I got a
Now
question.
you're
What's your
vomiting
question?
rainbows.
What's your question?
My question for you is, who's the one filming our characters in the intro?
It's Arthur, just kind of like. Well, wait, actually, it's Grim in Yeti form holding the camera.
There you go.
Yeah,
Arthur's like,
Hello,
like
everybody
telling
on
him
my
how to do
side,
it.
by the way. You're now live.
Yes.
Well,
Anyways,
skip
I'm
the intro,
gonna
'cause I
start
didn't have it
the
anyway.
recap theme. You never have. Okay. Last time on Omen of Cursed Light, our group of four unfortunate souls found themselves finally making headway as they tear through the remaining guards of the first and second floor. On the first floor, Pan had requested the help of Arthur, in which Pan used her totem to summon Grim, Arthur's familiar. Grim quickly then transformed into his previously seen Yeti form and worked with Pan and Burke to clean house downstairs. Meanwhile, on the second floor, Gug alongside Damien and Albatross managed to fend off the remaining guards, all while trying to chase down Hendrik Hurst III. Unfortunately, Hurst managed to hide in the same room as his wife, in which he and his wife then slipped down a hidden ladder that led to a secret basement. The three chased after them, with Albatross attempting to get word out to Lady Hurst, but seemingly to no avail. And when they all met at the bottom of the ladder, they once again found themselves surrounded by guards. The Hursts were being accompanied by a single guardsman, while off in the far corner of the room, standing next to a bloodied table, stood a large human man, cloaked in an executioner's robe. Back up at the floors above, Pan and Burke, followed by yetified Grim, made their way back upstairs to try and regroup with the others, only to notice that they are nowhere to be seen. With all this now known, and with each group dealing with their very own kind of crisis, we pick right back up with Albatross standing at the base of the ladder, looking over the guards and locking eyes with Lady Hurst. I'm going to now have to move everyone onto the correct map, so we can
You're not allowed.
do things.
Aren't we like all like on a separate map right now?
Only two.
Only two groups, I think.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
But we have the camera
Which
token.
I'm about to be with you guys.
Praise the camera token. Alright.
Yay!
Booth. Okay,
There we
so
go.
Albatross, what do you do in this moment as everything comes to a halt, as you all are staring at each other and guards are staring back at you?
I'm gonna switch to talking to both of them, so it's not just Lady Hurst, but to generalize both of them.
That's fine.
And I already forgot how I started when we came down the ladder last time, so I'm just gonna kind of reset. Sorry.
Ooh.
When I look at him, he looks at me. When I look at him, he looks. What? Okay.
When I look at him, and he looks at me.
to me. Oh my god.
Okay. I don't get that reference, but that's okay.
What?
Weird Al.
Have you never seen that?
No.
Sad.
I didn't
see it
It's
either.
funny.
Or maybe it's been like
It
forever.
was.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. What would be his title? Lord, I guess.
Lord Hurst.
Yeah. Lord, Lady Hurst, you even know? Fucking hell.
Well,
Lord and Lady. Fuck you. I'm not like warmed up. So you just raw dog slapped me in the middle of a monologue.
It's okay.
You just slapped me right in the middle
You
of
were
a
talking
Don't
monologue.
worry,
before, you were
everyone's
saying,
just
like-
looking at you. There's nothing wrong with it. All the cameras are just on.
I got this. I got this.
What you were talking about before was like
I know.
about
I was
like
talking.
their child and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I was about to
Okay.
restart. And I remembered that, like, oh, that's where I left off, so I should start there instead where I was going to. Doesn't matter. Lord and Lady Hurst, even your own son is about the age of showing. You know that. Showing the curse, obviously. Even you know that these people will not be unwilling to throw you to the wind. He can protect you. Thinking on to the time frame where they were in the middle of town and Pan had transformed herself to look like Arthur, and everybody from a street kid to a guardsman knew exactly who it was. But Arthur can. If you would trust me if you knew what he really was. Who he really was.
if I can ask real quick.
You're a little bit quiet, but go for it.
Sorry, I'll scoot up a little bit and move my mic a little closer. Turn. There we go.
Move your mouth.
My mouth. Yeah, I have to move my mouth a little closer, you know.
Yeah, you're good.
Pull it back into my vocal cords. That's a weird image. Okay. So my question to you in this situation is, what exactly are you asking of them?
I'm asking them just to kind of, because he's just trying to get them to stop and listen to him, and he thinks that the promise of that revelation, because he's betting currently that they might know who Arthur is, they might know who the Omen Hunters are, but he's betting that they don't know who he actually is, given that he was so secretive about it. So he tells them, the Omen Hunters would throw you to the wind. They would even take your own son if he transformed, which he could, because he's about to be of age. So that's like the warning to him, to get them to think about this. But Arthur might. We can't protect you, but Arthur can, and he would trust that if you knew who he really was.
You in this moment, like Lady Hurst, her eyes kind of, or her brows kind of lower, and her eyes kind of begin to wander as if she's in thought, and she seems like she's about to say something, but Hurst quickly puts his arm in front of her and moves her to behind him, and steps in her place, and gets in front of her, and he says, "Do you really think that I would even need the help of that pestilent man atop the hill, atop the ice frozen? We are perfectly fine where we're at now, and even if my boy was to become one of your kind..." Oh wait, you haven't revealed your vampire. Wait. Have you?
What is he right now?
No, but he could probably assume that what we are, based off of because he probably knows that.
I mean,
He's seen you hanging with Damien.
Yeah, so he could probably make an assumption.
I think we've seen Gug transform once so far.
I don't think he's seen that though, so he wouldn't know that. But he can make it. Like I said, he would make the assumption that he knows.
Yes. Okay. Then I'm gonna reel back a smidge, and he's gonna go similar to this thing you just said. Hold on. Water.
No water for you.
God.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hydrate yourself.
The air is really dry right now, so I will probably have pretty frequent water breaks, but we'll see.
Don't forget to drink your water, Chad.
Again. Don't forget to drink water. It's very important. Piss a lot. He puts his wife behind him, and he stands in front and says, "Do you think we would need the help of that pestilent man atop the frozen forest? We have no need of his assistance in our matter. We are quite fine as we are. But to even think that we would care for the life of the child if he was to become one of them is ridiculous. We can always," and you see his eyes glare at you menacingly, "make another."
Lord Hurst. Like
Actually, Albatross, real fast.
Yeah.
Before you continue, roll me a perception check.
Perception. I don't think that would matter towards what he does next.
Can I
Sure.
Can I ask real quick? What is Albatross?
Huh?
What is Albatross?
Is he
Albatross is
the
a
elf
vampire.
guy?
Ooh,
Is
vampire.
he? No, I mean like, what's he like transformed as right now? I can't remember which.
I don't
form he's in.
transform. I just am half elf.
Yeah. No, I think he means like your disguise.
Yeah,
Currently,
what's your disguise?
you're just Albatross.
Yeah, I'm currently just me.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like still like the elf dude.
No,
from earlier.
he figured me out and I took it off.
I think I'm still dressed as a child.
You still are dressed like a child.
I think you are. You're still a fucking child. Which,
But
by
no,
the way,
but he
will
still-
100% still confuse me.
Yes, but he did see him use the ghost power, so he would still know that he's a ghost.
Yes. He knows he's a ghost.
Yeah.
That's it. Can I do a funny? Depending?
It
I
better
want
be
to
like a
just
7
fall.
out of 10.
From the hole.
Oh, we will actually be getting to you in a bit because you don't know where they are at. We'll have a scene change here in a few.
Yeah.
But because I don't want to leave you out of this
ended
entire
it.
conversation.
Yeah, I thought we ended it with me at the top of the hole, but okay.
No, we didn't.
Okay. Okay, I had you roll. Okay. When he says this, you, like, being a very perceptive soul, immediately catch the once, like, thought-filled eyes of Laduna go from just curious to basically expression of "excuse me," but she doesn't say it. She just
No.
looks at him with worried eyes behind his back.
Lord Hurst,
Uh,
even if you don't care for your child, if you knew who he really was, on my honor that I have left as an elf, I implore you to listen. And in showing attempt at trust, Albatross lowers his bow and sets it on the ground. I know it's hard for you. It's hard for me too. It's who we are. But I'm asking you to at least hear what I have to say.
fuck, I'm tossed between having you roll persuasion. You know what?
Can I do a helping
gonna-
action by also lowering my Yilkola?
That's what I was gonna say. Is in this moment, I do think it would be fair to have this be a persuaded. So if anyone wants to help, I think the best action they can do is exactly what Gug said. If you all feel that is fair, this will give him advantage in the role
Mind you, I
he's going
did
to
say to both of you when we dropped down here, only Gug answered, but I said, I'm going to need you to trust me. So keep that
Yes,
in
I do
mind.
remember that from last time. So I think so. Damien, in this moment, now this is a different situation for Damien. I do
True.
want everyone to keep in
Yeah,
mind.
no,
Yep,
that's
very.
Damien
this
has
is
seen
very
some shit.
Yeah, he has.
So Damien, as a DM, I'm looking at you as your character. Do you feel that you would put your weapon down?
Damien absolutely would not.
Now, you also got to think Damien's like literally at 2 health, and without his friends would fucking
no, he's
bite
not.
the dust.
Damien, I guess he is a little lower. Okay, I keep forgetting that the bar's on the top, not the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, Damien might be willing to die for this cause, but Damien has not seemed to be one that would freely, at least so far, in my perspective of Damien, he does
Yeah.
not seem like he'll be like, I will throw myself on this spear to get no information. Like, he's just willing to kill himself for no reason.
Here, I think Damien in this moment, I think it's fair that he wouldn't lower his guard due to what he has heard and what he
No,
has seen. But
ultimately,
he's
it's
also
Ethan's
once again,
choice. I was just saying, like, that's something to think
Yes.
about. Is that if he's the only one out of the 3 of us that doesn't lower his weapon, or at least like does something other than just outright going to attack, there is literally no hope for him
Then-
to get
okay.
information, and he will die.
I'll drop my crossbow, so I can't do anything.
I'm not saying that he should
That's
do
fine.
anything. I'm just saying, like,
no.
you have to
What-
take that into consideration.
What I want to do is Ethan, as Damien, what do you think Damien would do in this moment?
Yes.
Seeing what's happening around him, seeing conversation actually being had in comparison to weapons being, swung. What do you think Damien would do?
This is really a toss-up. It could go either way. He's definitely not letting go of his pan, though. That's for sure.
You know?
But he would be willing to drop his crossbow.
All right. With that, what I will do, because all 3 of you have done it, I will allow you to roll persuasion at advantage with a +3.
I have a
So
plus
just
3
roll
already.
Your thing. We'll
so-
add 3 to the highest roll.
Oh my god! Fuck
Nice,
yeah,
you're
baby!
popping off.
You
Popping
see
off.
Hurst, his originally like disgusted demeanor at you, at the things you had said, they turn to intrigue immediately. In his eyes, you guys were just barbarians trying to take the manor down effectively, trying to take control of the area. The situation has changed. He looks at you, Albatross, and he realizes what you've done. And he looks over at the guards, and he holds up his hand. They don't pull their weapons away, but they lax their positioning a bit. You then see him look over at you, and he says, fuck it. Now I have to remember what it was you had said before.
I said, well, first
real
off,
quick one.
I had mentioned that if you knew who Arthur really was and that kind of stuff, and then I told him, I know I just want you to hear me out. I know it's hard for you to trust somebody. It is for me because that's who we are. And then you put it down and says, but I'm asking you to just hear me out.
Okay, so just to talk. He looks at you and he says, I will give you as much time as I'm willing to take. But you best be quick. As my, patience is currently running thin, considering you have ransacked my manor.
I understand that, sir.
What is it you wish?
Yes. You've been to the Elven City. If you weren't born there, correct?
He looks at you with disgust again. He says, the Elven City. That wretched place. No, I was not born there.
But you have been there.
Oh, no. My relatives, yes. I was born outside their wretched walls. Outside that putrid forest they reside in.
Well, perhaps it makes one of us lucky, but the elves, even if you weren't born there, you might know that while they recognize a great many of gods, there are very few that they truly serve. Only the eldest, far before the time of man or halfling, they were here, they existed, and one of them, his statuette, looked upon me in the crown of my judgment the day that I was thrown out of my home and into yours. In our tongue, Agathias Asbal. In theirs, Agathis the Divine. He just fucking tells him, dog. Doing it. Or raw dogging it. Because he probably would have heard of that. Like, I mean, he could have been a super fucking sheltered
You're basically
dude.
saying to him that Arthur is Argathis?
Yeah, I'm telling him who Arthur actually is.
But you said it in the Elven tongue.
I said it both. I said it first in Elvish, and then he repeats it in Common.
You see him squint and study your demeanor. He quickly looks to the side, as if to kind of ponder to himself. And then a sly smile appears on his face as he looks back. What does this change for me exactly in this little predicament we find ourselves in?
What does it change?
A retired god found in man? What does that mean? Anything to me, as someone who vehemently despises the taste and showing of magic? What has a god done for my people? What has a god done for, my family? I see no point in worshipping a god who ran away.
Run away? I thought the same thing as well. But you've never met him. You haven't seen inside his head like I have. And you haven't let him see inside yours, like I have. I know it might be hard for you, as you have experiences that even I cannot begin to comprehend, but the same thing happens this way. You don't know the things that I've seen. Look at me. Do you think I'm full of lies? You think I couldn't feel the things that he could still do? Retired? He's still holding back. I felt that. If anybody can truly control this, can change this, if anybody could protect you from them, even if you hated magic, even if you wanted it to change, you know that these people would not stop at them, at us. They'll come for you too. You know things. I can see that clearly. If you think they won't spill your blood, then you've blinded yourself far more than the rest of the world.
He looks at you and he kind of laughs under his breath as he continues with, "Oh, I am well aware of their bloodshed blades. the acts they commit. Trust me, I have asked for them to commit a many myself. But I do not fear what they will bring to the table, because I require it. As I have said, even if my own flesh and blood were to become one of them, I would slaughter them myself. Because the only race I see worth it is the one I create. Why would I care about filth like that? Or yourself? You say you're from that wretched city? And let me guess. Looking at how you're dressed and everything about you and how you present yourself, I'm assuming you were banished, probably. Branded, maybe? And he kind of taps his wrist. Well, you are from there, I am not, so our viewpoints are very different, but let me tell you this. Just because we are outside the walls does not make us friends.
Never said it did. Okay.
Let me get this to you straight. I do not care about this Argathis being Arthur. I am well aware of Arthur's intent here, and I plan to end it myself eventually. In all due time, of course, because no great plan can happen on an instant. You need power, you need time.
Power.
And eventually we'll get to that.
Power, you want... Knowing who he was. The thing he was. You...
If he was anything like he used to be, he wouldn't be hiding in a castle back at the back of Haroon. He would be out there, changing the world like he did when he was in his prime.
And for you to be so foolish to think that he's hiding, staying a portion away and hiding on not the same thing. He is acting. He just wouldn't let you see it. You think you are the tip of the iceberg, as if you could ever even aspire to the power that you haven't even begun to see, the things that we've seen.
The power of old is dead, and we must create our own new power. And that starts with
what
me.
power are you going to have when the calamity comes back?
He looks down at Damien now. You let this impudent child speak back to me. You really are a gaggle of fools. Political power is where things lie nowadays, I'm afraid. Because with political power comes control.
You know
It's
what?
everything I need.
But you know what happens?
Gods!
Wait. But you know what happens to dictators? He looks at him, and he looks at his wife. They usually get stabbed in the back, and then I want him to try to kick up his bow from the ground and grab it, because obviously this is not going to go the way he thinks. We're gonna get ready here.
All right. And while that's happening, now we're going to go to Pan and Burke and see how that scene's going on.
By the way,
I
hi,
guess I'm not going to get a chance to talk to him. That's bad.
This will be
well, that did not
All
go. That
right.
went the exact opposite of how I kind of thought it would go.
Oh,
So there we
clones!
Yeah.
Clones!
That is,
Here are
yes.
these clones.
What?
All
Damn it.
There's also a lot of
No!
camera tokens.
Rip
I'll just remove this
clones.
one, and I'll put this one outside. Alright. So, Pan and Burke, you all, at this point, have traveled up the area, and very clearly you see bodies everywhere. You see people kind of hiding in corners. At this point, these two are probably just, like, over here hiding behind this couch, just trying not to get seen by anyone. Water break, give me a second. Okay. Burke, you see him kind of looking around, just trying to catch like a lay of the land. He looks behind him and sees this giant cloud of purple, and then looks back at you and he says, "I'm gonna assume that's your doing."
No, it was Yeti's doing.
That doesn't make any damn sense. Anyways,
Anyway,
he
Anyways,
looks
Willie,
around. Hmm? What'd you say?
I said anyways, Willie, because his name Like,
Oh,
we've
yeah,
been
that's
using-
right. He's
yeah,
in disguise.
yeah. That sniffer of yours can sniff out the others.
I was just about to do the same. Also, not Willie. We don't need that disguise names anymore.
You wouldn't
Give
happen
me
to
a
have a
moment.
healing potion on you, would you?
I actually have to look at Zone Darkest. I don't know. I know that we gave all of you potions a while ass back ago, but I do not remember.
We all had two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I gave up, I think, both of mine.
He has one left. He tosses it to you. He says, "Here, this is the only one I got. Don't
Thank
make
you
me
very
regret giving this to you."
I have a feeling I'm gonna need it.
Oh, also, for everyone to know, I reorganized the folders and shit on Roll20.
I saw that, yeah.
He's very nice. So now there is a whole thing for rules and information on potions and shit.
Can I also point out
Yeah.
that
Very nice.
Cool.
if the way that things did go down there was actually surprisingly
Oh.
not nearly as dark as I had planned for it to be.
Well, all right. You see Grim slowly like ducking down certain little areas to get into this little space with you guys, and he's kind of just like looking around, I guess, just investigating the area. And as he does that, Burke, you will see him begin to use his sniffer, his little schnoz. Schnoz machine. All right. Perception. Oh, he is not a very perceptive boy. He has the same thingamajig as friggin' Gug's in nose thingy. I just got to figure out where the thingamabob is it for scenting. I think it's
Can
just.
I help then? Was it?
I'm trying to figure out the if it's advantage or if it's just like a bonus to sniffing. Because he has the same like the curse as you do. But I'm pretty sure it is advantage when it comes to using your schnoz.
Yeah,
Just
gains
need to
advantage
roll
on it.
for- Yes, thank you. He sniffs the area. You kind of see him walk ahead of you as he just kind of makes his way closer to here. He stops about right here and starts to look around. And obviously, yet he's still following behind somewhat slowly. He looks over into this room, seeing one, the door's been busted down, and the bathroom door itself has also been opened. And he walks in, and you see him starting to kind of like sniff the general area. And he's like, "I think they were here. Let's look around. See what we can find." He's gonna like kind of like look around this area over here, and you'll see the Yeti kind of like duck and try and squeeze into the room and just kind of pop into it and just kind of bump his head on the ceiling, just like "Arrgh!" And then
Hey, buddy. I think it'd be best if you went to your wolf form for a little bit. Things are getting a bit tight.
he looks down at you and he just kind of nods, and as you had requested, he in a puff of silvery magic returns to Grimm's true form.
Oh, such a good boy. And I start, like, doing the aggressive love thing to his cheeks.
He very much so likes it. Burke, seeing you play with the dog, looks over and is like, "This is really not the time for that."
Okay, my bad.
Just look around.
Okay.
The moment you walk into this room, you immediately see a what looks to be the well, I think we had said it was this, but I think I changed it later on. But effectively, you see this little space right here. If you can see my little blip,
It's not the right
you
room.
see this has been.
It was the room beneath that, I'm pretty sure.
It was the what?
It was the room beneath that had it.
No, it was this one. Because this is the one that had the broken door. right here, you see that the lever has been, or the torch itself has been moved and adjusted, and a portion of the stone wall has been pulled back to reveal what looks to be a ladder of sorts.
I don't mean to be that like this, but I promise you it was not this room. This was the room they were originally going to take me to, but I heard Damien and him fighting in the next one. I said, no, I'm going to go down there and see what's happening as Arvis. So I went down the hallway.
It was this one, because the room you're talking about was the room that, this room, specifically the one down here, this is the one that Damien originally snuck into. This is one where Hurst was in. He then escaped this room, went up into the room his wife was in, and escaped through that room.
Okay, I don't remember that, but fair
It
enough.
doesn't matter. They're identical anyways. Who cares?
It's fine. But no, I also did just look at this previously in the episode, so. But anyways.
I call out, Grim, Burke, I found it.
You see Grim bark off in the distance and start to trot over in the direction of the room, eventually making his way in. And Burke just kind of stomps his way and was like, "What did you find?" Well,
yeah,
that'll do it.
I'm gonna listen, like, down the hall, see what I can hear.
Well, you know what happens to dictators, right? They get stabbed in the back.
Yeah, you kind of hear this, like, the ending, near the ending of this conversation happening, or maybe a little before that, generally speaking.
Yeah. Can we make it that Pan heard his comment about the political shit? Because I have something I want to say about it.
Then we would have heard it in the previous version. Oh, the timeline's messed up now.
Well,
what?
Well, I think they wanted to comment on their own, but what were you want to say?
No, I'm going to say it to Hurst when I get down there.
Oh, okay. You're saving it for later.
Yeah.
I see.
Timeline restored.
Burke looks down the hole a bit, and then looks up at Grim, and he says, "You go down before me, I'll pack the dog."
I grab onto the ladder, and I just Dark Souls slide down it.
Yeah.
All I can think of is
ting, 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 ting.
Yeah. So I'm just imagining he goes, "What did they say about Big Ten?" They get stabbed in the back, and then, like, as he pulls his bow, they're just hearing tink 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 tink.
It's your horror.
There is a temptation to have you roll to stay on the ladder and just fall, but you're too low health for that. So, with that being said, and with everything now being moved on to this one, we are going to be doing initiative, obviously.
Hi.
No, we are going to be doing things interestingly when this gets going. So the first, hold on, you're not here yet. Get out of here. What we're going to do is we're going to have a full turn of the people in the current room, and then you'll be added in afterwards. We're basically going to have you roll for initiative when you get into the room itself. So we're going to have full roll, and then you and Burke will all be into the turn. So let me get things started, shall we? Turn order, and now we're gonna get some music. I guess I'm not considering this a boss, but I'll throw the boss music.
You did that in the wrong time, but that is a great initiative.
Whoa! Good lord! Good lord! Damien's gotta go.
But it doesn't.
Hey, this is why he was holding on to his frying pan.
Okay, my bad. Fuck.
Man. That's so funny.
Yay!
Me, the person who should probably act first because I'm the one who drew bow first. Can't act first. Damn it.
Hey, if it's
Damien was just
if it means anything to you, I'm not gonna pick my
this is why
ukulele.
Damien didn't drop his frying pan. He was ready to go at a moment's notice.
Oh, yeah, we both are good.
All right, let me get this shite. Oh goodness, I have to find some stuff. All right.
You do know we're all probably gonna die, right?
Oh, this will be a fun one.
What else is new?
Oh no.
Oh, we getting it.
All together.
We getting it.
I know you're
All
a
together now,
ghost,
everyone.
but I think even you can die.
God,
this is going
I might
to
need
be...
to actually transform in this segment.
You probably will. Also, look who's in the turn order this time.
Last.
Well, I'm glad I go before you then.
Yeah. Character sheet. And then we got this guy, who, from my perspective, this whole situation was just kind of sitting over here at the table, looking at all this happen, being like, well, I guess that's happening. I'm gonna roll for him, too. I think that's everyone.
Hurst is probably still really low health.
Well, he had
Okay.
healed, so it wouldn't make sense for him to be anything higher than kind of low.
Laguna is dead last.
It makes
Good
sense.
Lord. Alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Damien, my boy! What are you
Hello.
doing right now?
Hold on, I'm looking through my text to remind myself what I have. Because it's been
That's
a while.
Hey,
I gotta,
same here,
I gotta
brother.
pull-
Same here.
I gotta pull all of my character sheets out, so you're fine.
Anything that is like a multi-attack or can kill multiple people, we're kind of
bonk real
surrounded,
good.
and most of you have low health.
I
Yes,
cast
don't-
Runaway. I go up the ladder
I
as fast as I
cast
possibly can.
Disintegrate.
Well, the one thing I probably should do is get the one closest to me and just basically slam their head into the wall with my frying
wait,
pan.
but is that
Oh my
what you
God.
would do?
Yes.
Oh, I
Getting
really
the one
thought-
closest to me.
I really thought you'd go for him, but okay, fair enough.
I can't do that if
That would
somebody's
be
right
funny to
behind
see
me.
this kid and him just go, ah!
Wait, what? Why couldn't you do that?
Okay.
Because there'd be 2 people behind me. Or 3 people would be behind me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, I don't think he can do that without it triggering attack of opportunity.
Why would it?
Oh no,
No, I was like, it
you
wouldn't.
could, you could, but I don't know. I
Doesn't
think
matter.
honestly, this
His
actually
choice.
might be a smarter decision.
I
Anyway,
think it's a smarter decision. I'm saying it's a decision that he would make.
you hit, by the way. You hit. Wait, actually, hold on. Why
He
the fuck
does.
is their AC so high?
It should only be 12. I remember it being 12 last time.
I thought it was 14 last time. This fucking says it's 17?
There's no, unless he's
Whoa.
a superior
No
guard.
way.
There's no way.
There's no way there's
There's no
17
way.
AC. I'm dumping that back down
Well,
to
I
14.
distinctly
don't remember
remember-
that being that high.
I remember hitting at a 12. Okay, I guess maybe I did special something.
Okay, I think I know
guess
what
these
happened.
guards down here are just slightly stronger. How
Roll,
about that?
Roll
Yeah.
20 had an update a while back, and I noticed a lot of AC shit happened. So, do check your ACs, by the way, if you feel something looks weird.
No, mine's
my
the
AC
same
is
way.
low.
Mine's what it already was.
Okay, everyone else is fine so far.
Yes.
Why the fuck they
mine-
have, like, boss level AC?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm
Mine
having
is
the same
too
glitches.
low. Mine's
and-
around like 50.
I'm just gonna tell you, if they had 17 AC, we're all dead. Like, game over.
Dude.
That's why I was looking at that so confused. I was like, what? That can't be right.
Yeah, Gug would have to have a change of character and like throw you all
of
to the
them were
guard
wearing
and run.
adamantine armor. It's fine. They're final bosses. They all have like 100 health. Okay, Damien, you hit. Deal me the damage.
I gotta clarify, I am
Damage.
slamming their head into the wall with my frying pan. That's what I'm
Bonk.
going for.
That is a lot of bonk damage. We love
Bonk.
to see that.
Good bonk.
Boom.
That is at least a 9.5 out of 10 bonk.
You hit this guy's head into the wall, and you see him literally like rattling, and then grab his head to make it stop. He's very clear, just like, oh. Do you have anything else you want to do in this moment? Do you have any bonus actions you can take?
Oh, wait, I think I do have a bonus action.
I think you do too. I think you have like one of your ghost abilities you can do. I think.
Yes, I do.
Damn it.
Oh, cool.
That hit misses. He's just too sporadic with holding his helmet that you just miss. Next is the Gildan soldiers' turns.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different. There's only 4 soldiers. That's not that many character things to like worry about in one thing. I'm
What?
gonna give each soldier their own turn order.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
that's
thought you were like, I'm gonna add more soldiers. I was like, fuck you, Cody.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that
no,
would've
I'm
been-
That's not
doing-
enough
I'm
soldiers
not
to
that
fight.
fucking crazy. All right, so I'm gonna quickly do this, and then we'll move to.
So
God,
thankfully,
two
I
of
still
them
went
get to go.
first.
Yeah,
Yes.
that didn't change.
Okay, so this one is the one up here by the camera token. He is going to run up to Gug.
Uh-oh.
Hold your gut in. He might hurt. Okay, let's see here.
Please don't.
Oh, my back.
Please.
Pulling out my dice.
Pulling out my
Good.
dick.
No!
I gotta find the one that Ethan gave me recently for Christmas, because these are, let's see, by him,
Ethan, please tell me they're
Omen
terrible
specific.
dice.
But
They are
we're
low. I
gonna
wanna
find
see 'em
out. Let me see.
Tell me that they're
nice.
rated real low.
6.
I saw metal at the bottom of that dice.
There's something weird with that dice. It doesn't look right. They printed it wrong.
I chill roll in that 20 now.
That would be really funny and also really sad. Okay, here we go. Healing. 7. Let me see. Where is the short sword? There it is. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Oh, thank God, no! It doesn't!
Yeah.
Okay. That is one
Finally.
sword swing done. He's going to make another one.
What's got 15?
Uh-oh.
Hey, he literally got the exact same fucking number.
Nice.
All right, on to the next soldier.
Yeah.
Wake up. You should have done them dice that only roll that once. That's what you should have done.
All right, here we go. The one in front of Damien is rattled a bit. I'm going to roll a d20 and see if he.
Does that mean he's
can-
rolling
No.
at disadvantage?
He got a fucking 4 on that first attack with his sword. He's going to.
Oh
swing
yeah,
again.
no chance.
And that one he hits. He got a 19 naturally. All right. Damien, are you ready for this whopper of damage that you will take half of because you were a fucking ghost?
Yep.
7 in half. That's what you're
3.
looking at. I think we do round down.
Yeah,
Or is it round
3.
up? Round down. So 3 damage. You take 3 damage. Woo! Look at you. Aren't you lucky to be a ghost? All right.
Yeah, but
Now
I
we
don't
move
have
on
that
to
much
Big
health.
Boy. This guy, that's the freaking character sheet I forgot to pull up. I knew I forgot one character sheet. He is a bit
It's Marshall.
confused. He looks at the situation from like very much so this outer perspective shot here, and he just looks over at Hurst and he says, "Oi, am I supposed to be in this one yet?" And Hurst looks back at him and says, "Yes, you idiot! What am I paying you for?" He says, "Aye."
You
All
pay
right,
me?
then. And he is
You pay
going
me?
to. I was very tempted to make that joke. I'm not gonna lie. He's going to get right here, and that's where his turn will end because he cannot move any further.
He's not a fast
You
boy.
could dash.
He is
Shut
not. Anyways, Gug, it is your turn.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to cast Shatter. I'm going to do that right in between Pan and Albatross and below me.
Pan doesn't exist here.
Pan. Yeah.
Do you
Pan
have a
doesn't.
glitch? You might need to reload your page if you have a glitched out Pam.
Well,
I
Pan's,
have to
Oh,
refresh
where is
then.
Pan?
is the Pan
I'm
code
on the
not supposed to
ladder.
be there? I thought you were.
No, they will appear in the next turn.
I know
Yeah,
that. I'm
refresh
saying,
it,
I'm
right?
saying that
I'll
you didn't
reload.
delete that. That you already deleted that token.
I
It's still
did.
there.
He did.
I deleted it.
Well,
All three of
Oh,
us
yeah, it's
glitched.
gone now.
Pan actually isn't
Oh,
there.
funny.
Well,
Okay, I'm doing it in between me and Albatross.
I
That's
would
where it's going
refresh
to
the
be.
page, except for that this is both of our streams, so I think we're just gonna deal with it.
That's fine. All right. So you're shooting. Where are you shooting at exactly?
Right here, in between me and Albatross. And then,
all right. If
right
you
there.
want, you could use the measure tool, and they'll have like a cone or something, or whatever the shatter does size wise. I don't
They
remember.
do?
Yeah, they have different measure
That's
things for that, so you
sweet.
can see exactly how much you're hitting at.
Yes. That
It
will
says
do nicely.
60 feet.
It's my range I can
Shatters-
cast it. And it's at 10
Oh,
feet
okay.
Oh,
circle
okay,
from that
okay.
point. That's what, dude, we did this last episode. I was
Yeah.
so confused.
Ting, 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 ting.
So I'm doing that, and then I gotta remember how this works for a second. I spend a sorcery point to save
You cast a spell
allies.
force of the creature to make a saving throw. You can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force. To do so, you spend one sorcery point and choose a number of those creatures up to your charisma modifier.
I can choose
so-
4, but I'm just protecting the 2 allies here.
Yeah,
That's okay
easy
with
then.
you.
Yeah, completely. No, I want them to die. Hit them too.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're completely
Sorry,
fine.
guys.
Sorry, you said so. Okay, so you're hitting all 3 of these guards, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Then
They need to roll con
checker.
saves by the looks
Yes.
of it, right? All right. Let's see. Guild and Yaw soldiers. Let's see what their cons are. Not good. Let's find out. So the one on the top fails.
Uh-huh.
Let's see the one from
Sweet.
Ethan.
I'm not even gonna joke. I thought the song was gonna be Thunderstruck, and I was like, perfect timing.
Oh, dude.
Also, the one in front of Ethan fails.
They've been
Sweet.
Thunderstruck.
And the one at the bottom, he succeeds with a nat 20.
He does a
So
backflip.
only 2 take full damage.
He does a
Yeah.
backflip and dodges
He
the bolt.
takes
All right.
basically nothing. I don't know what the half is.
I'm just so
for
short that the bolt
shatter.
goes over me.
Ow, my back.
15 thunder.
All right.
So
Nice
if they
here.
fail,
I'm like,
or if they succeed, they get half.
Okay. So the guy in front of this is really funny. The guy in front of Damien fucking gets creamed into the wall, just and just falls immediately dead. Like
Nice.
pastified.
Great
Perfect.
first turn, boys.
He dead. The guy at the top obviously takes the full damage. I now remember the very crucial part of my plan that I'm missing, which is calculator. Wait, I have a phone. Why don't I just pull my phone out and just use the calculator on my phone? Why do I have to keep pulling up the freaking tab?
Because you're
I
not,
can just do things right here.
because you weren't that smart before, but you're
Good
smarter now.
Lord.
You're more
I'm
intelligent
smart.
now
Gained
than you've ever
exactly
been.
one
Alright.
brain cell,
He-
and that's all you're missing.
By the way, is there like a pushback at all? Or is it
I
just
think
damage?
it's 10 feet.
Is it 10
Let
feet?
me check.
Yeah, I think it is.
If it's 10 feet, that one dude is legitimately paced.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it does have pushback,
Oh,
actually.
he has another move that has pushback. I don't think it's that one.
Yeah, I think it's something else. Thunder
Let me
Wave.
see, which
That's what it
one
was.
Yeah.
Which soldier?
Yeah,
Oh, this is the
it's like
soldier I
one
don't
thing.
think that had a turn yet.
It's
Yeah,
the
his
one in
soldier
between
had
the
his
two.
turn yet.
It's
Oh wait,
the-
no, it's the second one that went. Never mind, he had a turn. But I will remove him from the turn order since he is currently dead.
Oh, I
Okay.
meant that guy.
Anyways,
Hey.
what?
I may have forgot a certain thing. So, careful spell. It looks like you passed the save, but the save only prevents half the damage. So I
Okay.
think whenever I careful spelled Albatross and Damien, I think they'd still take half.
Well, it says
Do
automatically
you want to
succeeds on saving
rewind a
throws.
bit?
Well, success
To
is
do
like
so, they
taking
spend one
half
source point to
damage.
choose a number of those creature up to your charisma modifier. Chosen creature automatically succeeds on its saving throw against the spell. And with this one, it's a half damage spell.
Rule of cool. He's being very
Shit.
careful.
I have another
Roll
sorcery
for
point
careful.
if it would like.
Roll for careful.
If you
How
would,
careful
like-
have you been?
Here's what I will say. This is not in the rule of D&D's, but I am willing to allow this. If you are willing to double up the careful spell, I will allow it to negate the damage.
All right. I put in an extra sorcery point to not kill Damien.
That I
What
think
the
is
fuck,
fair.
man? Fine, I
Yeah,
guess
Alex
I
will
take
fuck you.
damage.
Well, no, I think it's up
Hey,
to your
you're
charisma
good.
modifier. So
Yeah,
I can
the amount of
actually-
charisma you have.
He has
You're
4
completely
fine.
saving too.
But yes, no. By the way, that would have killed Damien.
Oh, we did actually. Oh, I'm
That's
sorry,
why I was
Damien.
like, I don't want him to get knocked out yet, and I think it's fair to do this. Rule of cool. I actually do like the idea that you can like sacrifice points to increase the potency of the spell save thing. But anyways, do you have anything else you want to do, or are we gonna move on? Also, do I need to turn this song down? This one seems a little loud.
Yeah, it's a little loud.
Did
that
these
better,
other
or
guards
need to lower?
survive?
Yeah. One didn't take damage, one took damage, but survived, one died.
There we go. Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. The other one took half damage. I forgot. So what's half of fucking 15?
7.5.
7.
Round down 7.
Really funny. Anyways, okay. All right. He has taken his damage. So the one that is in front of, or I guess behind you, Gug, he takes this hit and he kind of like very in the future maybe you can use a turn to charge a spell to do that. Oh, you mean like basically say you're going to do it before we cast a spell?
So he's being extra careful.
Yeah. I kind of like that idea, but I don't know how much we'll be abusing that.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, I definitely think it's for this specific moment. It's fine. Anyways, do you have anything else you want to do, or are we moving on?
We'll move on. I think I'm good.
All right. With that, it is the next soldier's
Wait,
turn.
we're all nines.
It is the one
How do
down.
we choose who goes first in the nines?
Rock, paper, scissors.
It's already ordered in their own thing.
Son of a bitch.
So what's going to happen is this guard is going to specifically stand right here and kind of protect Hurst. He's going to be effectively using his action to wait for someone to get near him, and he will react in such. The next soldier is the one in front of Albatross. He's going to try and swing at you, Albie. Are you ready?
No.
Right, hold on. 15. Does a 15 hit?
Nope. Get out of here.
All right. Move on to the next hit. That one is definitely a miss. All right. You successfully dodge the hits.
I'm too agile,
now, guess whose
bitch.
turn it is?
That's right.
Return to sender, Albatross.
So my plan was to just fire at dude. So this guard being in front of him, fuck you. What is the disadvantage of me using my bow too close?
It's just disadvantage.
I am pretty good with my bow anyway. So what does it have to be with? It's 5 feet disadvantage, or how how far do I have to be for not to be disadvantage?
when someone is in front of you, the moment someone gets in front of you, any ranged attack becomes disadvantage because it's basically them preventing you from shooting, like trying to shoot you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know. I get that. I'm saying, what's the? Do I have to just be like, if I was here, I could shoot him, it'd be fine.
I think there is a difference when it comes to the range situation. Let me.
But it's not a disadvantage.
Let me look at your character.
We've never been at
fast.
full range.
You have a longbow.
I do.
Yes. So I believe that.
I can just press
I
it. You want me
think
to
it's
press
like
it?
up. It's up to
150, 600.
Just so everyone could know, I'm looking off to the side right now because I can see my lights flickering, which I actually don't think is the power. I think it's just my bulbs going bad.
By the way, that was a fucking fantastic roll. Hopefully I keep getting that.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So who are you aiming at?
Well, I was gonna aim at him, but since he's in the way, I guess I'm aiming at him first.
All right. That hits, obviously.
But before I would like to do that, because I was more doing that to show, I wanted to do... Where is it? Because it's the only time I can do it. Dread Ambusher.
This is true. All right.
This is... by the way, Dread Ambusher was like the only reason I was like,
feats.
okay, at least if we get into a new fight, we might be competitive. Because I could do this.
Yeah, this is a good one to use it on. So, roll damage then, since you did technically hit. And then we will have you roll the... So now roll
D8.
another... Yes. So that's 16 right there.
6.
17, 18, 19, 20.
8.
Wow. How do you... just because you did this literally the exact amount of number required, how do you kill this one guard?
I want to see him go in front of Hurst, put up his shield, and then I in my brain he goes cute, and he shoots it, and it goes it tings the very top of the shield, goes into the eye hole of his helmet.
Oh, all right. That's fucking brutal. That exactly what happens. You immediately see him like basically get nailed to the fucking wall, as he is also considered dead. That poor fella. He did not stand a chance. I think that was this one. Yep. All right. So he has gone out of the turn order. All right. With that, do you have anything else you want to do?
I think it's... Oh, well, I would back up, but I know what's coming down the ladder. Here, can I roll perception to see if I hear her coming down the ladder? Or do I just hear it?
I think it's pretty
nearly the
obvious.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nearing the end. You very clearly hear very recognizable clink, 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 clink as metal limbs sliding down the ladder.
Okay. Well,
Oh god,
Then I
the sound
guess-
of metal scraping against
I would
metal.
like to go
God.
Oh
there.
yeah! Oh, there'd be like sparks and shit flying up.
maybe.
Yeah.
But either way, I would like
There's
to go.
also
I'd
a
like to
very
go
real chance that Pan is just going, wee!
similar to what the guard was doing. I want to put myself in front of Damien. I can't stop the other guard, but I can
Alright.
attempt to help from the other guys.
Yes, this guard's going to use his
I am
action
your
to try and
shield.
hit you as you walk away. Let's see. He misses very well. Actually, hold on.
Was he?
No, I'm pretty sure that's a miss. He got a natural 8 plus 4 would not be enough.
No.
All right. Okay. With that, it is Hurst's turn. Him seeing immediately his guard in front of him get nailed to the wall, he gets useless. Laduna, back away. We must. There's the exit. Get behind me. And he is going to pull his sword out, and he's going to kind of walk around towards you, Albatross.
Miss Hurst, would you really follow a man that would let your own children be thrown to the wilderness? Be thrown to the wolves, that's what I meant to say.
She is very much so in just like a distress in this moment. She's looking around, and she looks very worried about things. Oh wait, actually, hold on a second.
Turns out there's more guards here.
Yeah, okay, no. Okay.
I actually
The
forgot.
alien was around this corner.
That's funny. God damn it. Okay. He draws his rapier out, and he is going to
Careful with that
stab
word.
you with it. Hey now. Here we go. I'm doing this one actually in the character sheet.
Don't
this
shove
time.
your stick in my hole.
There's an
Oh, shit.
18. Okay, I assume the hits.
I have a very high AC at 16, so yes.
Okay, bam. So, you need to
Whoa.
make a Constitution save of DC 14.
Well, I'm resistant to poison, aren't I?
Are you?
I think so. I mean, it would make no
I don't know
sense.
if you are or not.
Okay, it doesn't say it. Even though my blood doesn't pump, so how the fuck would I get poisoned? Doesn't matter. What am I
I
doing?
think you've actually made this argument before.
I think I did.
I think you
Yeah.
did.
Anyway, what am I doing?
This is D&D. Logic doesn't always happen here.
Con. Just straight up.
Con! Combat.
Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
You pass.
Chainsaw Man. Come on.
Combat analysis. I think
Oh,
it's from a
God.
buff he gets, so I think that just adds to the damage.
Oh, nice.
So
In what, though?
you don't take the poison damage, but you will take the 11 and the 7,
I am
which I
resistant to
think brings
piercing.
this loud.
I'm resistant to piercing,
Holy shit.
so I take 5.
Yes, I know. Well, hold on. What is that? So 7, so that's 18, so you would take 6. No, 9. You take 9 damage.
Yeah. The fuck?
What?
Just say your math. I was very confused about how you reached the number that you did until you corrected yourself.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on now. I don't know why, but I always get 16 and 18 confused when you split them in half for some reason. My brain doesn't work. Anyways, let me see if he has any other actions
Son of
he
a
would like to
bitch.
do in this turn.
There we go.
Alright. Alright, cool. He's already got that done.
You should have
you
her
are
stand
currently
between
his
Albatross and
target
Doug.
creature.
What?
Huh? What'd you say?
Oh,
said
I
that
get
you
it.
should have her stand between Albatross and Gug.
No, that sounds like a bad idea.
It'd be funny though.
alright.
You just hear fireball and it just explodes right on the bottom of the ladder.
Oh. Interesting.
Is it interesting?
Yes, indeed
yes,
it is.
because he is analyzing you in this fight. He may get a
Son
chance
of a
to learn
bitch.
something.
Actually, I
about
couldn't have done it. Never mind. I was gonna say I didn't target
Uh,
him, but I couldn't have done it because I already used my bonus.
you. So I think.
I can do that next turn though.
Oh, well, what the fuck did I just do? Okay, I accidentally clicked my mouse wheel and did that whole like weird scroll tactic thing.
Nice.
Okay.
Use the scroll
Saving
wheel.
throw against Analysis and save DC. Analysis. Ah, here it is. Okay. DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier, so 8.
It's not too late to
plus-
turn back.
And then
No one else has to die.
Sheesh.
Jeez.
Damn. Alright. This guy's got really big brains here.
Big brains, yes, but
Uh-oh.
he
Oh,
still
wait,
should be
16,
fairly low health based on the last fights that we've had.
He is. Anyways. So, with this, what I have to do is I have to remember 16. It's a very important number to remember for me. If you are in a creature, you must make an intelligence saving throw against your analysis save. So, I need to make an intelligence save, and if I get above a specific... if I get a... Is it above or below? I think it's above. On a failure, you learn where the following the target. Oh, if I fail, that doesn't make sense, but I guess that's how this works. So I have to wish to fail then on this intelligence save, which is difficult because he has a real. That doesn't make any sense. What? Hold on a second. I gotta read this again. The individual turns. If you are analyzing a creature and can see that creature, it must make an intelligence. Oh, it must make an intelligence. Okay, I need you to make an intelligence save. Ooh. I
Just
thought
like
that was. I
raw?
thought I had to do that. Yes. It has to be above 16.
Fuck
You
off,
just are.
bitch.
He learned shit about you.
You're smart.
You see
I'm
him kind of
smarter.
smile.
I am more
Yeah.
intelligent.
You see him kind of smile. He's like, well, you're a bit more tactically thoughtful than I thought you were.
He's a technical.
Testicle.
Yes.
With that, because he is a fucking tactician, he doesn't get the fun thing of extra attack. So his turn is done. It is actually Luduna's turn now, and she, looking in this situation, is just in awe of everything that's happening. She looks over at everyone and then looks back at her and says, is that true? Would you really do that to our own son? Do you not have any morals in this situation? And he turns back and says, the only thing moral about this situation is that we must survive. Now help me out, woman.
Survive without your child. You can do the right thing right now. You would
She
throw your
is
child
going to
away.
make let me pull this out here. Laduna Hurst.
Remember what I said?
A wisdom save.
Dictators get stabbed in the back.
Okay, so for
Stabbed
people
in
wondering,
the
this is how this is
back.
going to work. She is going to make a wisdom save. If she fails, she will do what she is told. If she succeeds, she will not.
Damn it.
She
Oh,
succeeds.
Wow, she's good.
Yeah.
She looks
You're
at the
your own
situation
woman.
ahead of her and
Woman
looks down
power.
at her own hands and says, I cannot do this. This is preposterous.
This is madness.
What?
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Why would you even think of something like that? He's your own flesh and blood. What would you say about me in this situation? And he looks back at her and he says, quickly, he's like, our son is fine. So if in this situation were to get worse, well then, I guess you would be the one who wouldn't be. You don't help me. And he looks over to the guard and is like, do something useful, please. And she will pass her turn now, getting in a bad situation with her mentality. With that, before I do anything and roll to Damien's turn, we are now going to be introducing the remaining 3 contenders.
You could still stab him in the back.
Pan, please put yourself on the board.
It's not too late. You don't have to pass your turn.
Right.
Thanks, Mike.
Is there any good effects?
I want to say something as I land,
Yeah.
and I'm just rolling this just to see what Pan says. Okay, so don't worry.
Did I give
If it's gonna
this version of Grim stuff?
roll. 13. Oh, there we go. Oh,
23.
23. Okay, yeah. She yeah. Pan lands and she just looks over at you all and then just Lady Hurst. And she like waves her arm at her.
Oh, at Laduna.
Yeah,
Sorry,
legit.
I had to change some things. I forgot to have
Wait,
Grim's health.
that's what you wanted to say about the political situation? You want to go down there and say
No.
hi?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you, I'm gonna
No, that's
fly to
just
Australia and
let's
kill you.
see. Yeah.
I'm gonna strangle you to death. and
Pan
dump
on
you.
screen.
Darwin, whatever
Okay.
the fuck.
So
Like, what are the
so-
3 cities that's
Down
there?
there.
Can you put yourself down
Sydney.
on the screen, Pan?
Thank you.
With an
Turn this down
explosion.
a little bit. Good lord, she manifests. Falls out of the ground. We're gonna put you right here. We're gonna have a conga line of things right here. But okay. So, I want you to roll for your initiative, and I will do the same for Grim and the other ones. Let's see here. Character sheets for Burke,
Oh,
26.
yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
Grim. Character
The
sheets.
cavalry's here.
Nice.
Someone called Tracer.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh!
The cavalry's here. Don't worry, loves.
That is the highest Burke has rolled.
Yeah, now he's gonna hit one of us.
Holy shit!
Fucking bastard.
Oh god, get him out! Get him out of here!
All right.
You had
Pan,
Grim-
you entered
you had
into the
Grim
room.
select-
Pan entered ready. Pan dropped to the floor. Was like,
Yeah.
"Hi," like fire coming out of her fingertips.
Yeah.
Who- okay, are you waving at Laduna or are you waving at Hinderhurst?
Senor.
Laguna.
Okay, she is very clearly out of it, but she kind of glances up at you and then rears her face back in surprise. That's all she does because she is currently having a mental breakdown.
We're your friends. He's your
With
enemy.
that, it's your
Okay.
turn.
Pan,
What are you doing?
Pan turns to her and it's like, so, I heard you like political stuff, right?
He looks at you. He's like, "What the devil are you?"
Oh, I'm a zombie.
Disgruntledly, he looks
but
over
yeah,
and
anyways.
says, "Figures."
But anyways, you realize you'd be far more politically powerful if rather than killing our kind, you actually recruited our kind to your army. I mean, look at us. Just 5 of us managed to sneak into your mansion and kill majority of your guards.
Wait, how do you know the part of
Imagine
the
what you do
conversation
with
you
an
weren't
army
here
of us.
for?
I listened, remember?
You only
And we
listened
said
to
that I
you
could hear the part.
I thought they said that we could only listen to the very, very end, not like halfway through.
I said we'd allowed whatever as long as it was fun enough.
Okay,
They had a long ladder climb anyway.
So,
it's
anyways.
fine.
that's true.
All right. So sorry. You okay? You
Killing
said that
who?
if they worked together instead and such, and that would be a better political power, right?
Yes.
Pan?
Oh, that's a good
Pan?
song to go on.
I think Pan's. Did Pan die?
Huh. Oh, there
Hi,
we go.
That's
Oh,
Hi,
hi. Welcome
hello.
back. Turn that one down a little bit.
I mean, Discord just had
what
a
happened?
spasm.
Yeah. Okay. So I can ask you again. You basically said you would gain more political power if instead of working against the cursed, you would work with them, correct?
Hello?
Ben.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, Discord's having a
Hi.
problem.
Can you hear us? Are we good?
I can hear you now. Fucking
Holy!
internet.
Yeah,
What was that?
it was Discord because even I couldn't.
Fucking internet.
I was trying to mute myself on Discord and it wouldn't let me. So it was Discord's problem too.
Oh, so Discord was going down.
I think so.
Ooh.
Where's Discord's main office? Are they under
Wow.
3 feet of snow right now?
It wasn't just
It
Discord, my
might be, yeah.
fucking internet disconnected.
Oh, okay. So it was a mix.
Anyway, so
It was
what were you
both.
saying, Cody?
Okay, sorry. What I was asking was that you were basically saying that he would have more political power if he had worked with the curse instead of against them.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you and he says, currently the most powerful political body is the Pope, and that is very strictly against you. And that is what he says to your face.
That guy's racist.
Should
Yes.
I? He's referring to the Pope of the Radiant City, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck that guy.
Should I be rolling a history check for that?
I mean, that's
I
pretty
think
prominent.
you've heard about him before.
Well, yeah, no, Cody. You know, the whole,
Only half
my
your
whole
words are
backstory.
coming
Yeah, I
in.
know. I know what you're getting at. No, I was just saying, like, I feel like your character has,
Yeah.
like, recently talked about the Pope beforehand.
Oh,
But
I don't know. Anyway,
I'll have you roll just in case. because I could easily have forgotten something because it's been a while. So, just in case.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's a pope?
Well, oh, is that a different type of soap?
Like you turn to Dr.
appreciate it.
Seuss.
Anyways, okay,
As he
I
kind
guess-
of vehemently spits in your face, effectively.
Pope Francis?
Stop making pop culture references.
Yeah. All right. It is your turn.
No,
Pam.
what I would have
Sure,
loved, what I
one.
would have loved is you said he spit in her face. I would love if she just went like that's a droop went, just licked it. Just like, tasty. Which is disgusting, by the way.
Anyway, she's just with her tail. With her tail, she's just gonna point at the guard behind her and fire off a firebolt.
All right.
19.
Just a-
I think that hits.
8.
You kill him. A hole gets shot through his chest.
Yeah.
So which one is this?
As he
you
is
said behind
slain.
you.
The one at the back. One over.
Gug's
here.
fine. You shot over his shoulder.
Yeah. Gug like backed against the wall.
Yeah.
I careful spelled myself out of
Just
the bullet.
sweat dripping down his
Yeah.
face.
I like to imagine she like before walking into the room, she leered her tail around, shot that guy, then walked down and said hello.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're going with that.
Hello, monkeys.
And then I'm just gonna
Yeah, fucking
and then
full
I'm
freeze
just
it.
move. I'm gonna move down so that way Grim has room to get out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bork,
here we
bork.
go. It is specifically Grim's turn.
Splish, splash.
Did
And you
was
hear
having
Bert like,
a bath.
oh, stop clawing me! Get off of me! Then you see the dog kind of manifest out from the door,
There's a dog?
and he just looks around and goes, barf. And Hurst looks down and says, what?
Sick him.
It's going to attack Hurst, because he's the only one in front of it.
Yay!
Grim. Say
let's
hi,
see
Grim.
his Character sheet.
Just launches his whole body at him, grabs him by the throat. Just,
Oh my god, actually, that's a really
what
fucking
happens?
good fight.
Oh,
Let me make sure he doesn't have any... Oh my god, meter beat. He freaking hit it dead on.
nice.
Oh!
Yeah, so he bit the shit out of this thing. Let's do some damage here. Oh wait, actually I didn't realize the bite thing had a thing in me, bub. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11. Oh, so he has to roll not to get messed with. Oh, and he has a -1 in strength. He's a bookworm. But he succeeds, unfortunately.
Oh.
He
Hey,
doesn't get that, but you do get the damage. Oh, this song is a bop.
Not really a fighting kind
Ooh,
of
this
bop,
song's a
but yeah.
really good bop.
Undertow dog sound.
Yo,
All right. This gives me like Calamity, like Terraria Calamity vibes. All right.
Never played.
6
One
damage,
day.
Damn. Phone. Help me. All right. Cool. I don't like having to use my brain. All right. There we go. He takes that damage, and he like it's biting him on the arm, and he's just kind of like yanking it off. He kind of throws the dog to the side. And he's just, you stupid mutt.
Aww.
Damien, it is now
She told
your
that
turn.
that way.
okay.
Damien,
Yes.
he's your town.
You are now French.
Wait, who was Hurst looking at last time?
Me.
Technically now the dog.
Oh,
But
that's a
originally
perfect
it
moment
was-
to just fucking jump off a wall and attack him.
Oh my god. Sure, if you want to do that. Roll the
Because
hit.
he's looking over that way, so I'm just boing boing.
Ooh. You know what?
I do like-
And also, he would not expect a child to do this, so yes, I approve of this. Oh!
Oh my god!
Wait, is this the
Whoa.
first instance of the gnarled claw getting the natty?
Oh my god,
dude.
You know
you
what to
did
do.
it.
Now you gotta do it again. An
17.
additional 2d6 of piercing damage.
Wait, I gotta roll again or 2d6?
No, 2d6.
You-
2d6.
You do an extra 2d6. So
Oh my
what's
god!
What's that added up? What's that added up?
17, 26?
17.
36.
Now you need to add the sneak damage
26.
bonus, right?
It's
Or is that already added?
26.
Yeah.
It is 26.
Is it? Wait.
Wait, because doesn't sneak damage add its own thing? Because I think that's
Oh,
the
that
that's
I
the
don't know.
okay. So what we're seeing
No,
the two
that's-
numbers. That's
that's
the
not
nat
with
20
sneak
bonus.
damage. That's not
So
what.
where's the? So now you need to add another 2d6.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jeez.
god. I took my chance.
36.
Okay. What's the 36?
36 damage with this one stick.
36.
He went,
Oh my
hey, bitch.
God.
And her slowly turns around. He was like midway through the air with his pan behind his back, just bonking his faces in the pan. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Can I
want
say
to
that actually has
describe-
enough force to knock him into the guard?
Here's what I want to describe something real quick. And you can tell me if you don't like this, Ethan. But in my mind, this is what happens. He is fighting with the dog. It's got him in the arm. He's turned around looking at the thing, trying to fight it. You come up behind, bounce off the wall, and as you do, your mask rolls up and off of your head, and he turns around to see you now as this rabbit figure, and he goes, "Rabbit?" And then you bonk him.
I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that.
By the way, you knock him, like, Okay, actually, are you doing this lethally or unlethally?
I'm never doing anything lethally.
Then
But-
you knock him unconscious, just flat out.
But Cody, according to the rules, though, if you do still do over half, you'd still kill.
He has
you'd
more than
still
that.
do over. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a lot of health. He just got whittled down pretty badly.
Well, also that Ethan,
yeah, he's-
as Damien has strictly stated that he wants to take him alive to question him. So, there's that.
Exactly.
I think they
I
have
have
a sleep
absolutely
icon.
stated that in the last few
there we go.
episodes.
Hey, Sleepy Boy. You basically, you hear this loud boom as it, like, echoes through the hall, and then you just hear the sound of a body just slamming against the ground. And you just hear just a happy wagging of tail and, like, panting as Grim looks over at you, Damien. You see Burke now squeeze through the room, and I'm just so I can actually put him here. I'm gonna move Grim over here for now, but we're gonna put Burke here. He comes through and he's just kind of a little wide in the sense of this door frame, and he squeezes in. And he's like, "All right, where is someone for me to? Oh, you got him!" And then he looks over and he sees this big guy in red, and he's like, "Oh, you." And he is going
Step
to
over her
squeeze.
awkwardly.
Yeah, basically, he's gonna do this, and he's gonna get over to this guy. He's gonna actually skirt between them, so he doesn't take AOP. And now he's going to look at the big guy, and he's just gonna wail on him a bit. Does that sound good for everybody?
Wait. He's what direction is he going to where the other guy doesn't get opportunity attack?
As long as he stays within the 5 feet, so he's literally just staying in his bubble and just walking directly beside him to slide right in front of
Okay, so
Big Red.
got it.
He's not leaving the range, he's just staying right next to him. He pops out his claws and he goes for the 3 attacks.
Oh, yeah.
His dude.
Great timing with the song.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, he finally
that
hit
hits.
someone else. He did it.
I actually don't know what this guy's thingamabob is. Oh, he hits! It's 15! Minute and then one
Yeah.
more. All 3. Hit all
Finally.
fucking 3. Beautiful. Boof.
Murder
Boof.
him!
Boof. Oh, and he's raging.
Murder
God.
him.
Alright. Someone freaking
11,
math me.
10, and 11. So 2 11s, 22, 32.
Oh my god! You see this guy cockishly holding this giant ass sword in front of him, with this smile of just like, oh, bring it on. And the moment he gets hit with this combo wombo attack, his demeanor changes immediately.
What I like
He's
to
immediately on the
think-
back foot.
What I like to think is that Burke actually, like Wolverine, jumped over the other two with his claws out and then just impaled him into this guy's chest. You want to shoot me? Shoot me!
He just literally looking for a fight, and he definitely got it. He slices into this guy, and this guy is like, he tries his best with his sword to block, but this is an executioner. He's strong. He's not really meant for combat. And in this situation, he is very easily overwhelmed and not looking good. If I was to put it into a sense of video game mechanic-wise, he is half health. Alright, it is now his turn, as Burke has ran out of abilities to do things. Ichabod, the executioner, will now attack.
What a nerd
And he'll-
name for an executioner.
Oh crap! I fucking closed the damn character sheet. Okay, there we go. Him being immediately put on like the back pedal is just like, "Ah, you little runt," and he's gonna go in for his attacks. This guy is not a pushover, so he will actually attempt to do some good damage here. So let's see. Except he sucks at doing things. So that attack fails. Excuse me. Let's see with this one. Hey, you remember at the beginning where you said, "I hope these dice suck"?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not rolling good. It's not been rolling good. He missed both attacks.
We kind of needed that, to be honest. We were kind of... It looked bad coming into this. But now we kind of cleaned house a little bit. A lot more than I thought we would.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is wild. I wasn't expecting this easy of a turnout.
Or didn't either.
But that's normal. Alright, he swings his swords and
How
he
would you
misses
name your
each swing,
executioner?
and he's panting because he just took so much damage, and he's just like, "Hold still, you giant furball!"
Borat.
What'd you say? Borat?
Oh no,
Okay,
I thought
Young
one there
boy,
was just talking in the song, so I got confused there. But no, Mike was like, "Well, if you're not Ichabod, what would you name your executioner?" I said, Borat.
Borat. Okay. Alright. Gug, my boy, it's your turn.
Yes.
My baby
I am
boy!
here. I cast magic missile.
Bitch. I just realized something.
What?
The fucking stream thing has not been catching or has not been updating the, how do I put it? Has not been updating the chat log, so I was stuck at that last nat 20 that we had, which was, or sorry, the first nat 20 we had in the day, which I think the initiative roll. So my stream has missed a bit of context, but they've at least been hearing us scream about it, so that's fine. Wait. Okay, good. Ooh, I thought for a second the other thing was messed up too. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Nice.
Lovely.
Ethan has BRB'd. Okay. You are magic missiling. Who are you magic missiling, and how many?
So I'm doing 2 at the guard, and then I'm gonna send 1 to the executioner guy. So
All right. So
I'll
2
do-
at the guard.
there's the 2,
So that's 8 damage.
and then uno mas. Bam!
Let me.
Huge, right? Huge.
It's
Right?
it's a number. The guard survives. He looks annoyed. And the similar to before, this guy also looks annoyed at what you've just done. It looks more like a fly hitting him in the face.
Chucks.
He looks up at you, like both the guard and the executioner look up at you, just irritated. Do you have anything you want to do?
Nope.
All right, Albatross, it is your turn.
Starts dusting himself off, looks to Lady Hurst. As I was saying, you and yours will be safe if you come with us and surrender now.
She, now seeing her husband planted onto the ground,
But knocked
unconscious,
out,
she
but
is
not
very,
dead.
Yes, she's very discombobulated in this moment. She's just like, what? This was supposed to be his birthday.
Well,
Uh,
about that, like I said, if you surrender now, we would no more harm will come to him or your family, and we could attempt not this. No one else has to die.
Basically, I'm gonna use my
realizing
turn to
what's
try to get the
happening.
other 3 to just lay down
Yeah.
their arms. Or at least her.
Stop.
Specifically, I'm targeting her,
other-
but they can hear it.
Here's what I will say. I want you to roll me a persuasion check, just flat. No extra bonuses or
I know.
anything.
Once again, I'm targeting just her. I don't like if the other ones hear it. Cool.
Yes.
You said what?
Persuasion.
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 Okay, that's fine. Birthday
She
over, madame.
She looks over at you and looks down at Hurst and is very clearly mulling over the comments of the fact that he was so willing to throw away their own son's life, but also hers if the son was fine. She didn't make sense of that, but just the idea that she was in her eyes so easily throwawayable, it's devastating for her. And looking over at Ichabod, who is now very wounded, and so is the soldier, the last remaining soldier in this room, both fighting for their lives, she kind of just looks frantically. He's like, "Stop! Stop fighting! Enough of this! Ichabod, put your sword down!" And you see him, he shakes his head, and he says, "Man, these people, they knocked down Hurst." He's like, "I don't care." He stops, and you see her eyes glow. A yellow color.
She
And she
transforms.
points her hand at Ichabod.
Oh.
Yeah, she becomes a Cthulhuan creature. No, she points her hand at Ichabod, who looks like he is just seething with just rage, wanting to fight and to continue this situation. But he finds himself unable to do so, or at least his emotions unable to do so, as she casts Calm Emotions, if I can press it. There we go. And, well, now I guess I have to see if he could save from this save, specifically.
Yeah.
So he has to make a whiz save. He's got to not whiz it out.
He
fails. You see him breathing heavily with rage and anger, ready to swing more at Burke. But then he starts to cool and calm down. His breaths become more calculated. And he lowers his sword. And
Yay.
he stops.
Okay, since it's technically still my turn,
Turn order stops.
I want to walk around our fallen boy here, respectfully. You know, I don't want to step over him.
Yeah.
I do want to walk around.
Steps
him.
on top of him. Walks.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna look at this guard right here. You go up top and tend to the others.
10 to the others?
Yeah, he's basically saying, "Hey, go get the other guards that are still up there to go to take care of whoever is either dead or injured."
He looks at you very clearly still just confused about this whole situation, and he looks up at Laduna, and she nods her head. She says, Go quickly. And are you going to be safe? She looks at Albatross, and she glares at him and squints her eyes. Albatross, actually, you know what? She's going to use another spell. She's going to use one on you.
Okay.
She is going to use what's called Detect Thoughts. I'll click this here. What she's only doing is she's going to read the subsurface thoughts. I do not believe this requires a save. This is just something she can. I believe she can do.
It says a save, but I don't intend to
Yes,
save.
well,
I'm
there it
gonna
is.
purposely
On each
let
turn
her do
until the
it.
spell ends. You can focus your mind on any creature. 30 feet. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak the language creature affected. You initially learn the subsurface thoughts of the creatures, what is most on its mind in the moment. This action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt. Okay, yeah. The probing deeper is what requires a save. She's not probing deeper. She's not trying to peer deep into your mind. She's trying to figure out if there is killer intent within your current action. Is there any on the top of your brain killer intent?
Like I said, it does have a save, but I have no intention of. I plan on fully letting her do it.
Yes.
So basically, she feels two major things. One, a general kind of disdain for him, but only that it came to this. Like he genuinely, like when he was talking earlier, tried to talk them down. She could tell that he was genuine, that there was no deception.
Yes.
He genuinely was trying to talk both of them down, and he dislikes how this whole situation was handled by Lord Hurst. But otherwise, once again, she can tell that he's trying to be genuine about everything he said.
She, now having read your, effectively these thoughts within your head, looks over at the soldier and says, It's okay. He's not here to hurt us. Seems we have had probably the worst misunderstanding. Go tend to the bit. I will be with you soon. And he slowly nods, and then you see him kind of sheepishly walk over to here, looking, making sure no one's going to attack him, and starts to climb. and then heads up.
You have a very long climb ahead of you. Hope you have upper body strength.
I know
You
that
hear
guy
like a
actually.
faint slipping of a foot, but then just continues climbing.
Yeah, I know that guy actually. When I was David Walsh, we shared a bunk. It was cool. He was all right. Anyway, no.
She walks over to Ichabod and she says, she puts her hand on his shoulder. It's like, I have currently calmed your emotions so you can think rationally. Not like my husband currently. Go sit down in your office. Take a breather, and I'm sure we'll have this situation sorted out. He, the moment you touch his sword, he looks over at you very swiftly and pulls it away, and then nods to Laduna and starts to make his way over to the door. Opens,
Ooh.
opened, and then just walks in and sits down at a supposed desk that you may hear him do so. She then looks over at everyone, and in this state, just she's kind of in awe of everything that's happened. This has been a very, very strange moment because at one moment it seemed like they were attacking them, like they were the ones under attack, but then it seemed as if you guys were actually just defending yourselves in this moment. And she was just so confused about everything, and she's like, I need to come to an understanding. What is all of this about? What is happening?
If
You will burst into my home, assail my husband, and make me see a part of him I do not wish to see again. But then, everything, I'm just so confused.
If I may first, and Albatross doesn't kneel, but he does kindly bow to her. I must apologize for lying to you to get to this far, and I detest that it did come to this. But your husband, whether you
looks at you very confused. I don't know you. You just appeared.
Arvis, I was never real. It was never really here.
She blushes at embarrassment.
It's well, once again, apologies that I had to feel the need to lie to you in order to get this far, but the people, the men that your husband has been working with, whether you know it or not, they're not some of the worst kinds of people. I would know. I've seen what they've done firsthand, and I've even killed one of them.
I have heard he was working with people from the Pope, and I had assumed we were going to be making a much better living for ourselves, but you say he's working with, well, heinous people?
Yes.
Ethan, you look like you're wanting to talk about something.
Maybe he's saying something in general.
I see you typing.
Or is this like
Oh,
a typing
no,
that we
don't
could
worry
keep
about
going?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going.
I've seen the things that they do firsthand, and trust me, look at me. If you've seen the things that I saw, you would despise these people. I'm not saying that we're... He looks around at the rest of them. We may not be your...
How the fuck do you spell Hurst?
What? Oh, I
How
don't...
the fuck do you spell Hurst?
Hurst.
Yeah, pretty...
Gotcha.
We not look like... Well, there we go. Investigates. We may not be your...
Investiglocks.
we may not be your storybook knights, but we can try to help you. We're trying to do the right thing, and the people that your husband's been working with, whether he knows it or not, they are some of the worst kinds of people. Gug can contest. We've seen what they've done, and we've taken a life of one of them. They are not indestructible.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk up and be like, what he says is true.
She looks at the both of you and recognizes the truth in the way you speak, and then looks side-eyes her own husband for a bit, and is like, why would he say such heinous things, but also agree with such heinous people? It's the Pope, for God's sake!
I do not
Wait,
know.
hold on.
Yes.
Earlier, when you all arrived here by the ladder, you had said something about Argathis. What was that? I used to be, well, I was raised under the, the teachings of Argathis back at my home, but I never personally got into it too well, but I still resonate with it because I believe it is where I got my gifts from that I unfortunately was not allowed to show my husband.
Argument. At that, Albatross cracks a little smirk and looks up at her. Would you like to meet him?
She, like, is in surprise at that statement. Excuse me?
I mean what I say. You and your child obviously would, if your husband, when your husband wakes up, I doubt he'll look at you the same way, or any of us very kindly. A way we can protect you is to bring you to him. You can meet the man himself, and see exactly where your powers came from. Firsthand.
He's definitely not going to look at me very kindly anymore.
That too. Anyway.
I don't know if you heard him,
she
but he
looks
called me
over at
rabbit.
you, Damien, and says, I feel he will be feeling what you've done to him for quite a while. Then she
I hope he
notices who you are immediately. Are you a rabbit?
He just pulls down his mask.
Well, the mask is already off.
Yeah, you kind of like just more like, I imagine just take the rest of like your costume off.
Well, no, I still need that mask to actually go out back up.
You still have the mask, but
Okay.
it was already said that it was taken off temporarily.
No, he said it just slipped up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that works, that works. My mind was that it fell off when you did that, but slip up is also, it works completely fine.
Yeah.
Okay. She looks at you as you now take off the rest of your mask, and she is just in astonishment. And then you see her slowly turn her head towards the table behind her. Oh no, what did you do? I had heard that he had helped the Pope by capturing someone, and he had recently showed me a gift that he had got for doing so. And Damien, you were pilfering his body. It is very quick to you to find the foot that was originally dangling from this chain that was around his waist. And the moment you pull that up, she looks at it, and you see horror begin to fill her eyes. Oh God, what did he do? Oh God. I thought it was just a rabbit's foot. Just a normal one. It's not a necklace. It's it's like kind of like a
Oh,
belt
like a
attachment.
belt,
It dangles from his waist, so you would just yank it from the waist.
Oh yeah, now I'm waking. I'm yanking it. I'm not waking. Oh God.
You're wanking. What the heck?
He tears off
He's
his
a
belt
slick
and
man.
he wanks him.
Yeah.
No.
But she like holds her hand over her face in disgust, and then looks over at the table more, and now like, I knew he was doing things in here that were, well, not good, but I did not realize he let them get this bad. I should have been more attentive, should have been more aware, but I just couldn't bring myself to pry. I did not want to hurt his pride.
Miss Hurst, if I may, none of that really matters now. We'll take care of your husband and everything, but right now what matters is getting you and your husband out of here. Not you and your husband, you and your son out of here. Into a safe place
Yeah, that's
where
probably
he
better.
or the people that he was with won't hunt you.
She looks over at you, and then looks back at Hurst. I don't think there will be anywhere for me to go if I have to leave here. I cannot go back home
There is one
where
place,
I'm from.
a place I've already mentioned to you. Would you like
Yes,
to meet?
I am aware of what you said. I
I have a question.
Yep.
So tell me, Are you two the leaders of this city?
She like you kind of like stop her in her thoughts, and she looks up and says, "Well, it was more him. I was more just, I guess looking at things now from this different perspective, I was a bit more of just a body for him. I
But
guess
theoretically, if something were to happen to him, would you seize control?
she looks at you and then turns to the side and looks at Hurst and thinks, I am not a leading type. I am more of a bargaining chip that my family gave away. They promised him connections to my family back in Varnum, and me to live with him to at least be of some use to my mother. But I guess this is just, I'm sorry, but it just sounds so heinous.
Well, you don't have to take the responsibility for his fall. In their eyes, it's just another group of cursed individuals coming to a location and causing havoc.
But what will they think of me if my husband is dead and I'm the only one alive? Surely the people will revolt in some form or fashion. I have seen it before. But I'm tossed between the situations at hand. Because, yes, I could, the safety of my child and myself, I could go with you. What is your name? Pardon, half-elf?
My real name is Albatross. Talking at a lower volume. Well, I was gonna say Damien the table. While she was talking about Damien table. Because she keeps glancing at it, so I was wanting him to go investigate the table. Doesn't matter.
Okay, she looks at Albatross and goes,
I can see if I notice it.
No.
Well, we'll get to the table. That's got some shit.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll get there.
Yeah. She looks at you, Albatross, and she says, on the one hand, there is what you, Albatross, have said to me about Argathis. You said he was actually Arthur, which is, on another entirely different note, very surprising. But then the idea of us just leaving this village under his control, now knowing what he's been doing, and thinking about it more, what other pots has he stuck his greedy little hands in? I can barely even imagine. I fear that if he was not in control, this town may fall apart. I am not meant for this type of business. I have tried. It is not my style. If I may, what safeties does he provide?
Well, let's just say that you may know of him, and you possibly might even know where he truly lives. But getting up there and getting in there are two very, very different things. You wouldn't get near that castle without him knowing about it. Trust me, I've been there.
And I can answer about the safeties within the castle.
She looks up at you. Your name, please, so I can understand better.
Pan Hestus, at your service.
She
Sorry.
she looks at you. She nods. Yes, continue within Pen.
Yes. Within the castle itself, Arthur. It's kind of like a domain in a weird way. Arthur knows the goings-ons of the entire castle. You got Grim, who's constantly on patrol, and you also have my inventions that like to roam.
She looks at you with
You
this
even get that dog.
ideologies, and
It's like, you even get this free dog.
free dog. She looks at Grim, and he's just kind of like leaning his head to the side, wagging his tail, looking at her, and she says, That is a cute dog, but you said you lived with him, right?
For 100 years or so.
Well then, I think that is probably the only way to truly be safe. Because if this town was under my rule, it would not survive. I am not built for this type of position. But if what you say is true, and maybe there is a way I could even help him in some fashion, I just do not think I would survive anywhere else. I can't go home. My mother would disown me. Not like she hasn't done that already. But staying here
know the
is
feeling.
probably more dangerous than leaving. She looks at you. I beg your pardon?
He lifts, knowing that they're already. She's a half elf. Whether she was, you said she was from Vardum, so she was probably from the Elven City, even if he wasn't. And she already knows what he is. So he lifts up his sleeve and shows the burn mark.
You see her
The
once
brandy.
again cover her mouth, going, "Oh, dear heavens. You really are one of them, aren't you? And, seeing the other ones, I guess you must all be of them." She puts her hands up. I must say, I have never had any ill will to your kind. I would never.
I don't know
I
what
do
you're
not
talking
believe
about. I'm
in such
completely
random
normal.
acts of violence.
Yes.
But yes, either way, there has been many things I would not like to repeat in this situation. I will head up, and I will make sure you will have a quick and easy leave. I will alert the guards of what has happened, and I will turn their ire a bit. And when we are ready, where shall we meet after this?
Well, not wanting to bring you to where we came from. Is there a place you know around town, maybe just outside of it? Well, no. You led this city. The docks, maybe. You have a boat of your own?
I do not, unfortunately.
Very well.
All management of the town and its little spendings were to Hurst. As I said, I was more of a homebody.
Very well. Is there any place that you do know that's maybe not secret, but private?
You see her face just kind of sour. There's one wretched old lady I dare even think about. I'm sure her housing is safe enough.
There is another option.
She looks
You-
over at you, Pan.
You can grab your child because Arthur has yet to retrieve Grim. Should you hold on to him when he teleports back, maybe he'll teleport you as well.
She looks at you and she says, I am a little dabbled in magic, and I'm afraid I don't think that's how things like that work. I assume this Grim, looking at him and knowing how things are, he is a familiar, correct?
I don't know, probably.
Yes.
When he is called back to his master, it is just him that goes.
Doesn't
It is
matter.
more of his essence being transferred. But
it doesn't matter. Madam,
you said...
whatever her name is, you can meet her. We can meet us there. We do know the place.
Okay, then. This is not going to be fun for me, because we have not been on good terms. But I will make do.
Can I tap Albatross on the shoulder?
Yeah.
This is good to be. All right, I'm gonna tap Albatross on the shoulder and be like, didn't we come here for something?
Okay, yes, I do remember. That's why we have him. He nods to the knocked out Hurst.
Did we come here for Hurst?
No, we came here for something that Hurst
No, you
has.
came here...
But we need him to tell us what
Yes,
it is if we can't find it on our own.
the information. You see her hold up her hand, and she says, "Give me a moment. I
No,
must talk
that's
to
not
Ichabod."
even why we came here.
Well, that's not why you came here.
I thought it was for like some guy.
It was for the informant, yes. But
It is.
if you haven't put that together yet, I don't think the informant's around anymore. Damien, check the table.
Uh, she goes in here, and you kind of hear her talking, and then in a little bit, you hear her and Ichabod both walk out. And she says, I'm going to be going up with Ichabod. He will be I guess, a temporary bodyguard for me, in case anything happened while we were up there. I do not know what my husband was doing, but if the reason you came here was for what he had brought here, this is the rooms to check. Feel free to pilfer the office or anything, but do not pry too much into Ichabod's privacy, please. He is a very private person. And you see him kind of nod. He's like, I have a lot of things I'd like to talk about on my own time. Please don't pry.
We will try not
And
to.
you see them both walk up to the ladder, and I apparently fused Pan and Ichabod together. That was a little goofy. And they look back at you both, and she actually, first off, Ichabod goes first, but she looks at you guys and says, I'm so sorry things had to be this way. Ichabod, if you would please grab Hurst, and I will meet you on the way up. And you see him nod, and he will pick up Hurst.
I thought we were keeping him alive to interrogate him or something.
No, yeah, we were. We were gonna keep him around a little bit longer.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she was going to take Hurst.
Actually, this does work out because I have to go for a couple minutes and I'll be back. So, Gug, give me the rope.
Yes. I'm gonna reach into my 5,000-pound bag, pull out this length of rope.
It's a 50-foot rope.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Is it?
That should be enough to tie him up.
I hope so.
Ichabod looks like he's holding on to Hurst right now.
Yeah, Mike, that's pretty cool.
Like,
what band is it? They're saying
lady,
they're signing some
is
ancient
this
manuscript.
alright?
What the fuck?
And she
I got some questions to
nods.
ask him.
I feel there is a personal situation happening, so yes. We will be back down soon enough to pick up him. Do not kill him, please.
I promise you. We will
Also,
not... Go on.
do not tell him about us right now.
Very well. We'll just say that
Ichabod will be out of the job.
we'll take him somewhere into a room and just say that you're in another one.
Right. Ichabod forward, and they go up.
I want to. While he's doing that, I want to have one thing happen. Once they're gone, once they're fairly up the ladder, Albatross collapses immediate to his knees and covers his mouth and nose as fast as he can, because all of this, not only the recent blood from the guards, but all of this dried blood down here, is absolutely overwhelming to him. He's had the distraction of conversation, but the moment that they're gone, it's like he can't. He's holding it in, but not by much.
That is sensible. Burke looks at you and he kind of pats you on the back. He says, there. We're almost done. Just a little bit longer, bud. He reaches in his pack and pulls out a shirt or something, a piece of torn cloth. He says, "Here, put this over to your face."
All right, I'll be back.
That's cool.
I am waiting for Hurst to wake up.
Okay, so we'll go search the rest. Do we have any Do I have a water? I have rations on me, but do we have water on my person?
I imagine your water would be mixed with the rations, so we'll just say yes.
So I'm gonna take out whatever
water, a water skin.
The water skin that I have. I'm gonna open it and pour a little bit of the water on the onto the actual shirt, and I'm gonna press that against my I'm gonna press that against my face to it blocks out even more of the scent.
Yeah. He says, "Hey, good idea. Well, we have him." And Damon just said he tied him up. Burke is going to pick up Hurst, and he's going to bring him over to this table, and you'll see him just kind of clear the table. And you will notice this table has these cuffs that attach to it to hold whoever's on it in place. You'll see him sweep off the table. But as he does, I would like for, I guess, everyone to roll a perception check at the table. Damon, unfortunately, isn't here right now, but I'm sure it'll be okay.
That's gross.
Oh, cool.
This table's all bloody and everything.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what are we doing? Are we all rolling perception?
You're basically using your
Yes.
yeah.
No, I'm
catching
a
the
bit
eye
distracted
as
by
he sweeps the
blood.
table.
I'm still
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to put on my
Gug.
place.
As Burke is swiping the table, you immediately notice and pick up on scraps of white and gray fur being draped off the side. And
That did work. Yeah, that's
immediately,
pretty cool, Mike.
like having seen
I don't
now
listen to a lot
the
of indie
leg
bands, but
that
that is
Damien
pretty
had
cool.
pried from the thing, and seeing this fur, you can tell the guy's leg was probably chopped off here.
Oof.
Whoever this person is. And he puts Hurst on the table and clacks the cuffs shut around his legs and his hand, and then he like pats his chest, not to wake him up, just to be like, "There we go, job well done there."
Too bad we can't kill him.
I get a feeling we're gonna want to
Now it
kill him a
matters-
little bit later,
Now what matters
depending on what he
most
does. But we best keep our promise to Lady Hurst.
is it good music.
I'm gonna
Oh,
take a
no.
look at these tools, if you don't mind, and he will go off to over here.
What did
in this moment,
what did they just say?
you three.
What did you just say?
Burke is just looking at the tools that are on the table over
right
here.
before that, what did they say?
Like the reasons.
I had to mute for a second.
Lady
Basically,
Hurst said not to kill him, so that's basically what he said.
okay. I'm not going to.
That I get a feeling after the discussion they'll probably want to kill him, but they made a promise.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Before we fully continue, do you all want to take a break and wait for Ethan to get back? Because there's going to be some stuff here.
I mean, we can continue searching, I guess, but it's all assuming what I could easily assume. It's all geared towards Ethan's character at this point. So.
The reason I want to wait is I do want to get a lot of reaction from Damien on this
Yeah.
one. I want to see what his
I want
character...
to push
what he
Pan
wants to
into a room and lock the door behind her and start chanting Bloody Mary.
Hey, there's no mirrors over here.
Bloody Mary.
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, yeah, there's
Oh
a nat
god!
20.
Oh god! Don't kill her! Let Bloody Mary live, please.
Well, that
You know-
was destroyed.
I might have talked about this, but when I played Wolf Among Us, one of the characters in there is Bloody Mary. It makes no fucking sense because the rest of them are fairy tales. Bloody Mary was a real person. She's not a fairy tale. Why is she in that game?
Yeah, but the spooky parts of her were supposedly, I guess, fairy tale in that sense.
It's bullshit. Stupid.
I'm
But
I'm
make
gonna
believe.
look for like a sort of smithing area.
See if
There
you
is
can
no smithing
find a
area in here, but you can
workbench.
tell that in this like room over here is what was probably the office that Ichabod worked in the most, where he would jot down information and everything.
It's kind of gross in
So,
here.
I'm
Hopefully
noticing
we-
there's like a clean. There's like a clean
Can I-
spot of floor there. Is it okay if I walk over to that and sleep there and take a long rest?
No, that's funny.
He's definitely slept in
Oh,
worse
okay.
Like
places.
making sure this is
I'll
the
keep
one
standing, I guess.
spot that's clean.
I want to look for a slashing weapon in here.
Oh, if you were looking for just like a weapon, there was a fuck ton over there by Burke. I didn't realize that's what you were supposed to be looking for.
Yeah, you see the
Well,
sword.
that was what I was initially. I've been
Okay, then yeah, you'll see Burke over there, kind of like messing with some of these tools, like picking them up and looking at them, like he's like picking up these giant scissors that are very bloody and blunted.
I don't
And he's
think
like,
those are
"Sheesh,
sisters.
What a
They-
freak!
I think those scissors are meant for downstairs.
He looks,
Castration.
and then he holds up his finger, and then he like pretends to scissor cut his fingers. This is more what I'm thinking.
I wouldn't touch that.
Isn't that what he just said? But anyways, yeah, I wanna grab the sharpest looking weapon.
In this situation, you would probably find a type of knife, no, a dagger. There it is. That's the word I was looking for. You find this very jagged dagger, but it is very clearly sharpened the most. Probably the easiest to fillet the skin of those he wishes to torment.
Does it come with a sheath or?
Are
No.
you trying to keep it?
Yeah, I want to keep it because I realize the only two melee weapons I have are bludgeoning. I don't have like a slashing or piercing
All
weapon.
right, then just put in your inventory dagger, and let me see if I can find the thing for the dagger, like stat sheet wise. It's just gonna give you the normal dagger one. Yes. Can I not just share this? No, well, that's a little lame. Let me see if I can just do this. Boop. Is this gonna paste? I'm actually curious. There you go. There's your dagger's information.
Why? Why couldn't?
I'm surprised it let me paste that.
Why?
I'm proficient in simple weapons. Does that mean I'm proficient with a dagger?
Yes. That means when you would attack with this, it would give you like, you'd be able to click the proficiency checkbox. I'm putting that more for later because I feel like
fucking hell. Why did they not have
Alright.
cleaning days down here?
Wait, a dagger's a piercing weapon?
Oh yeah, because you don't really slash. You more so
for
stab.
stabbing.
Hey, Damien's back.
Also
Let's
Damien's
continue.
back.
Yay!
I was more looking for slashing.
Well, you're fucked. Get a short
Yeah,
sword.
Unfortunately, this was more for just kind of like doing cuts and shit, and stabbing.
Take it to the ends of London, kind of stabbing.
Yeah. But
Okay,
anyways, that's a fucking phrase.
What?
So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to do a form of initiative, right? So we can kind of get everyone doing things at their own time. We actually have a lot of you still in initiative, so I'll just remove the ones I don't want.
Oh, why we don't get to re-roll? That's some bullshit.
Grim. Don't need Burke. All right. Let me do this. Cool. All right. Starting with Albatross.
Wait,
what
that's a
are
good
you
question.
doing in this basement area?
Mike says, "Are daggers throwable?"
I think they are.
Yeah, I think they are.
There you go.
Yeah, that's why it has a range on it, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Hey, look,
360.
properties thrown.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so there you may
throw a
not have
dagger.
slashing, but you can throw the knife or the dagger. Anyway, what's going on? What?
It is, in a sense, I'm asking you now because it is your turn in the initiative order of how I'm doing this. What are you doing down here?
Well, first, because he's already put the Watcher shirt, I guess, to his face to stop him from getting overwhelmed by the blood. He does kind of take a few steps back from this because this area seems the most bloody.
Yes.
And knowing that this is more of a Damien situation, he takes the mask off for just a second to reiterate, "Don't kill him." Then he puts the one back on.
All right. You gonna go anywhere else in this little space here?
Nah, he wants to see this.
You're. All right. Gug, what are you doing in this moment?
I guess I'm just gonna like peek around into like some of these rooms.
Okay. So as I've said
Nothing
before,
like
this one over
particularly
here,
I'm looking for.
over here is the office, and all these other ones you see are all cells. You will notice that some of them seem to still have inhabitants within them.
I'm sure there's a fantasy car battery around. What the?
Do you wish to do anything with these prisoners at all? That you're noticing?
Were there active prisoners in there?
Yes.
Oh shit!
What do they look like?
There are-
They look hardy, or are they like all rabbit people?
Oh, I guess I should do this, so that way you can at least see into them.
Yeah, camera token.
Oh, that person looks not great.
I'll just open all these so you all can see them.
Camera token.
Oh, that's an X. Hey, what's an X mean on a prisoner?
Dead.
You tell me.
Oh, a
So
lot of these are
you-
dead.
Imagine these gates are locked, by the way, but you can look into them through the bars. So you Gug, you're looking around and
See if you could find a
immediately notice
key.
that there are few dead bodies, and 3 prisoners that seem to be still alive.
They're all women too. That's kind of gross.
What's funny is it's a dude, but
Oh, a dude
I
with
just
long
made it
hair,
a general
okay.
token for prisoners. Yeah. So I do want to say that one of them is a female.
Okay, so not as gross.
That one guy's
Uh,
daughter from ages.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, that one dude is like
The
my
one guy's
daughter
daughter.
was missing. Yeah, I remember
She
that.
got sent
Yeah.
off. She got sent off with the black hooded people.
Oh, that's
did she?
right.
I thought he said she got sent to
Because
her.
I did like an interrogation thing with one of the maids, and she was like, "Oh yeah, she got like sent off." I mean, maybe it is. I don't know, but I thought that's what we got to.
Nice. Some dude's daughter is also getting saved. We're the heroes.
So, Gug, what are you doing in this moment as you look at these cells?
Yeah, I'm like looking in these cells, and like I just have like this like look of repulsion, for like what's been happening here. But I'm not doing anything in particular. Like I don't have a key on me or anything.
These prisoners are like, oh, someone different, please help us, please. And God's like, ew. Gross.
You see one of the prisoners on the top middle over here. He peers through the bars. He looks like a much older gentleman, but very ragged in the sense, and he looks up at you with like one eye that is slashed and then the other one barely peeking up. And he says, "Are you here to finish me off?"
No. Are you? Oh, well, that's. I'll open the door as soon as I can. What's your name?
He looks up at you and he says, "The name's Vin.
You know, if that
What
sounds
are
like
you doing here?"
if any name sounds like a spy name for Madam What's Her Face, that's Vin sounds like a pretty good one.
We got him. Kill him. I kill him. Magic
No.
missile.
No,
Magic missile.
We were supposed to rescue that man. Oh, sorry, it already happened.
Well,
Vin,
that's
the
a kill.
informant. Did you find him? Did you find Vin? He's really important.
What was the name of the guy that we were looking for?
I don't think she
It
gave us a
was
name.
never told to you.
What?
The name was never
The-
said.
the
Y'all
name
talked
wasn't
over each
told.
other.
Okay, so to give you guys a rundown, she never told you a name. She just said that her informant was recently taken there. It would be in the sense of, like, say, like a catalog or something. If there was like a list, it would say it would be the most recent edition. Type of deal.
So that's no help because even a recent edition could be old man. So we're taking all of them. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Save him so he could
Hey,
we
film
solved
Fast
it.
and Furious 19.
Anyways, from Gug, as he is pondering the situation with these prisoners, we will move on to Damien.
Oh yeah.
In front of you is Hurst, who is currently chained and cuffed to this table. The same table that looks like some other people have been a while back. You see he is currently very much so unconscious, and completely out of it. What do you do?
I'm not moving from this table.
That's not what he asked. He said, "What do you do?"
I was gonna ask, yeah, what do you do in this moment?
I'm waiting for him to wake up.
You could try to wake him up. Mike,
Game mechanic wise,
uh,
he'd be asleep for like hours.
Mike had a suggestion. The titty twister.
Hmm?
You can both wait. You can
Oh
wake
my
him
God.
and torture him.
Classic.
I could stab him.
That would wake him
Oh my
up.
god, that's so much more severe.
But I remember I'm
So
much
watching
more
you,
severe.
and I said, "Do not kill him." Our characters will throw down, and you are in no health to fight me. So
Burke will, in this moment, tread himself around over to you, Damon, and be like, "Do you need a hand? I can give him a few smacks."
I can make him a little cold. See if that would wake him up.
Oh, get a
Just be
bucket of
careful.
cold water and put his fingers inside of it.
Burke looks up at you and is like, "Isn't that just gonna make him piss himself?"
Exactly.
Torture.
Just albatross. It's warm. What is it? Just to continue the joke, because I think it's funny. Burke looks at you, he's like, "No, his pants are going to be warm."
Is
But
my
anyways,
piss warm?
Do I even piss? Do I what? I have so many questions.
Questions for later. You do this, and because I'm just a good DM, you 100% would have killed him if we'd actually done this in the sense. But DM Fiat, we love that. You apply this cold effect over
Viva
him,
la France.
and to him, it feels as if he is on the brink of death. As you see him jolt up and take in like a single gasp of air, of the sheer feeling of cold, and he jolts up and goes, "What is the meaning of this? What is going on? Unhand me!"
That's a stupid question. You want to know why you're here.
He then looks over at you, and sees a rabbit, and then looks and just kind of awestruck. He's like, "Wait, no. We sold you to the Omen Hunters." Wait a second. He like blinks his eyes a bit. It's very clear that when you hit him in the back of the head, it has currently caused him to be a little bit worse for wears. His vision a little foggy, especially after having just woken up.
How did he get hit in the back of the
And
head? You
he's
clearly
kind
said
of like
he looked at him.
squint. Oh yeah, you're right. Well, either way, it still works. He squints and looks at you. He says, "You're a different one. There's two? I was not informed of there being two. Who are you? And
What the
why am I
fuck do you mean
chained
by
onto
the
this?
Omen Hunters?
What?
Albatross lowers his face mask. I can actually tell you about that.
So those aren't the people in the black cloaks? I can learn about that later then. What I'm asking you, Hurst, is about that black cloak. Who
What
was
do you-
that man that was with you?
You really think I'm going to tell you anything? After you've chained me to a table and beat me to near death?
Can I interject here?
If you wish.
I say to him, "Oh, I do think you'll want to start talking." And when she says this, she's going to pull out some manticore venom.
Oh.
You know what this is, first?
You see him look at a vial of some undoubtedly poisonous substance.
Manticore venom. And as I'm sure you know, it's incredibly painful and instantly lethal if I were to get your heart with it.
You get that away from me, you freak!
Then you better start answering his questions. Or I'm gonna start stabbing.
He, in this moment, is very aware of his placement now in the picture. He doesn't want to die. It's very clear upon his face that is the last thing he wants. So he, in effect, swallows his pride for a moment. You can tell. As he kind of shrinks down onto the table. And he looks. What do you want to know? Repeat it.
The man in the black cloak that was with you. He ran off. And we want to know who he is. Where he came from.
He was just another one of the Omen Hunters. Higher in their guild of sorts. I
And where
contacted
did you
him.
get this rabbit foot?
He looks at the foot. You want to know where I got it? I got it from capturing a little weasel that had snuck their way into, well, the Pope's brilliant city of radiance.
Actually, it's a rabbit.
And... Shut up. I had managed to catch him on his way over to here when he was trying to hide. Probably going to that wretched old lady that I cannot seem to get my hands upon, but I'm sure I will eventually figure her out as well. She probably has something to do with this, I feel.
Damien?
Damn.
Damien?
Damn.
Damien?
Sorry, I'm kind of zoning out right now.
Your character's just like, oh, he's dead.
All right. Damien, in this moment,
You know,
he
I
has
can, I
basically
can, I
said
can, I
that
can
the
tag
person-
him if right here. This in a place that would make sense. I assume
Alright,
this is your
if you
friend.
wish to...
Shh. Assuming that foot belongs
It's
to
very possible I could have known this bunny. Or this
Wait.
rabbit.
Wait. If I promise you this, if that belongs to that foot there belongs to your friend, and he was by himself against those Omen hunters, like I said earlier, I fought one and killed one myself. I'm doubtful they left him alive.
He laughs audibly. Oh, I assure you he's alive. Just worse for wears. We made sure to rough him up.
Oh, then perfect.
They
There we
wanted
go.
that
Absolute
specific
win.
rodent alive.
Where did you say this rabbit was found?
Let's going.
Well, we found him aboard one of our vessels, sneaking about. We managed to detain him, and when, let's just say, I'd been keeping track of words about the Pope's most wanted criminals. And I thought this would be a perfect bargaining chip for me to obtain a little bit more leverage in the world. And so we reached out, made a few deals, and then I gave him away. He's now with them, probably being taken to some, I don't know, covert place. They are a very sneaky bunch. They like to hide. Who knows, maybe he's even back at the City of Radiance. I wouldn't know. I've never asked. I merely wanted the deal to be concluded. Here for deceit. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you develop a keen ear for picking out lies. Whenever you make a wisdom save, insight check to determine whether a creature is lying.
I severely doubt he's lying, but go for it anyway. I guess.
Make an insight check. Okay. Determine whether a creature is lying. Treat a roll of 7 or lower, d20 as an 8.
So you can't roll any lower than an 8.
Whenever you...
You can't roll any lower than an 8.
Oh,
It's
okay.
impossible.
Gotcha. So, in this situation, you look at him, you see his mannerisms, the way he pompously talks about the situation. It's very clear to you that he knew how to get hold of these people, but he did not know all of what they themselves had done. He was not keen to their own whereabouts. But what I will say is the hold on, I gotta remember how I was gonna put this. The statement about the boat, that was clearly a lie.
But also the not knowing where he wasn't a lie. So he's lying about there being a boat, but he's not lying about the existence that he's been taken, and he didn't ask any questions.
He doesn't know where the guys went, but something about the fact that the idea that they had found him on this boat, on one of their shipments, that apparently wasn't the case.
So he's only lying about the capturing part.
Yes,
Which
capturing part is what
honestly
he's
matters the
lying about.
least, because we already know he was captured. So however he's lying about it doesn't actually matter. You could have bear trapped him, or however he still captured him. So that doesn't really matter. The parts that matter, he was telling the truth.
Well, if he's lying about it, then that means there has to be something of importance there.
It's probably just does he might not want to admit it because he might make his captures that one of them definitely wants to kill him even angrier.
Now, Hurst, you're gonna tell me about that boat.
He nervously kind of looks away. He's like, "What about it? It was a situation of my guardsmen going in there and quickly, capturing him, appending him." Nothing more.
Hurst, no. Damien is going to put the pan directly on his head. The boat.
Wait, stop. I have felt that pan more than I need to for today. we were not the ones to catch him. As it turns out, I merely just happened to stumble upon his unconscious body. Someone had beaten us to him, but we managed to, well, fend them off, if you will, just so that we can claim the prize. I did this and kept that part secret, as to make it sure that the Pope himself had more higher regards for me. All right, you've besmirched my pride. Congratulations.
Nobody gives a damn about your pride.
Why'd you?
Oh, most people do, I assure you. I'm very, very known in this world. Don't have you understand that, rabbit.
I've never heard of you until now.
Never heard of you.
I've lived here, and I've never heard of you.
Okay, that's probably not true.
He doesn't have to know that.
True.
He looks back at you all. He's like, this is preposterous. I am the lordship of this entire town.
You're also a half
Everyone
elf,
knows
so
of
like.
me. What does
Okay,
that
Karen,
have to do with...
Okay, Karen, keep telling yourself that.
Start making pop culture references.
I'm pretty sure me and Cody have discussed the idea that she's just so mentally gone that she just unknowingly does.
I wouldn't be surprised. But he is very clearly getting upset at these statements. And he looks over, he's like, is there anything else you wish to know? What would you like to understand of the situation of that rodent that I can't, I guess, received in this instance?
Well, yes,
You want
I'd
to know his
very much
favorite
like to know
color?
that.
No, what specifically?
Anything else you're not telling me, of course.
You like give him your life story? Damn, like ask specific questions. Jeez.
He looks at you and he says, do you know of who I am talking about? I feel like you wouldn't be so sensitive of the topic if you didn't have a reason to be so sensitive. Let me ask you this. Does the name Dom sound familiar?
Wouldn't it be? That's a weird way. Like, why are you calling him by his nickname? His name's Dominic. So like, why'd you not? Why would you of all people say his nickname and not like it makes sense
His
for
name's not
Damien?
Dominic, it's Dom.
That's just, Dom is a short name for Dom. For what?
Yeah, but
Dom
that's
is
his actual
shorthand
name.
for Dominic. It's like saying like,
His
oh, my
name's
name's
actual
Steve.
Dom.
It's like, well, yeah, your name is Steve, but it's also Steven. Because that's what it is.
There's also people named Dick.
Which is
So
also
Richard.
Richard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
That's
thank
how
you.
I know.
People are legit named Dick, though.
That's how I
Mhm.
know you're lying to me. If you found him unconscious, you would not know his name.
Like, he would have woken up at some
Do I
point.
need to repeat myself? He was wanted. Everyone knew who he was. Especially by the Pope. He was just slipperier than the rest. Until recently, it would seem. Though I do not have the understandings of how he slipped up, it didn't matter to me. I claimed him myself. What's wrong? Does that upset you? Is there something about that rat that you oh so dearly care about?
I'm more concerned that you don't know what animal he is.
I'm aware he's a rabbit. I just prefer to call him what I think he is. A vermin. A rodent.
Actually, rabbits are already.
That's it. I think it's time for a little punishment. Hand me that rope, please.
No, you hands off me, vile woman!
Absolutely.
Do not
What do you...
kill
Pen is
him.
gonna wrap the rope. I'm not going to kill him. He'll be able to heal himself, somewhat. With she's gonna wrap the rope around his dominant arm super hard to prevent blood flow to the rest of his body
God.
from the arm.
Oh, God. You start seeing him like, that's a little tight. A little tight.
If you inject him,
Oh,
you could still kill him.
Oh, don't worry. He'll survive as long as he cuts it off in time. And Pan is just gonna dip her dagger, just the tip of it, into her venom.
You see panic start to ensue in his face as you basically show him the processes of getting near him to stab him and make him lose an entire arm. He's like, no, we can stop this. I would like to very much keep my arm. Now, if you just stop, I will tell you anything else you wish to know.
I'm sure Tom would have liked to keep his foot.
You better beg Damien for his forgiveness and start showing him proper respect. Otherwise, this dagger is going straight into your arm.
Damien, I want you to repeat what you just said.
I'm sure Dom would have loved to keep his foot.
You see him stop.
Would you rather me stab him in the foot then, Damien?
I mean, you already tied the rope around his arm.
Okay, fair enough. She stabs him in the arm.
No, ah! Son of a... And then you start to see him like his arms start to like twitch, and in this sense, you stab him with the venom. You watch as the wound turns this shade of purple, and these like veins start to slowly form. These darkened veins start to slowly form in the arm. But because you have blocked off the circulation of the remaining part, it doesn't seem to spread that much at all. It's very trying to, but circulation is not moving, thus the blood flow is preventing itself from doing things. And in this moment, he just looks like he's in excruciating pain. Please, just stop. I won't tell you anything.
And you're gonna do it with respect.
It's a little hard to be respectful when you're grunting in pain.
No, it's just hard for you.
Yeah. Anyways, continue, Damien.
Are you really just lying because you're only wanting to save your own pride?
In this world, pride is the best tool to success. You can fool anyone if you are prideful enough. I've gotten myself quite high in the world on my own merits alone, and pride has gotten me thus far.
You definitely have some more connections to this Pope than you're letting on.
He never said he didn't. You just didn't ask about it yet.
My connections... there is a specific way of contacting the Pope's people. Not the hunters specifically, but if you are of a high enough order, you can ask for their assistance. It comes at a cost. A hefty price, if you will. Especially of one of this grandeur. I had to use a lot of my own funding for it to work. The best thing I can say is that there is a messenger that appears on every town some point during the night that is in relation to the Pope. Every person of high standing knows of this messenger. They only come when you ask for them. Pan has described torch.
And how do you do that? One might
on the
ask.
wall, right there.
Dumbass, no. How does one get call the messenger?
Oh, okay.
How does,
That's fine. He looks up and he says, "It is a magic, as silly as this sounds, word. Upon saying it, at the fullest crest of the moon, summons an entity that is effectively a messenger. but it is very specific and very time crucial.
Albatross dramatically looks at the ceiling. I don't see the moon. What is the word?
Bird.
You fucker.
He looks at you and he says, "It is Zardoon."
All right, that's.
But I'm afraid you will not get much help out of it.
And why not?
He snarls at you all and kind of snickers. Only a trusted few are allowed to use these words. Allowed to summon the messenger. The moment you even attempt to do so, you're basically targeting yourself.
Yeah, we can handle
Putting
it.
Well, it's also good to
a
have the
blatant
information, even if
beacon on your back.
But I'd rather have the information, even if we can't use it. Alright, I do believe that that is enough. I doubt we get anything else useful out of him. Damien, I'll grant you this. What is one word you would use to describe this man?
Well, I would say dead, but that would be a lie.
Okay, well, we're not killing him. I'm telling you that right now. He says it very firmly.
No. Look, I don't kill. I try my best not to.
I have no issue killing. I'll kill him.
Please don't.
I would
I would very much like to live.
I would bury the various body parts you have in the ocean.
Be careful, Albatross. I do not take threats lightly.
Be careful, for you don't look in the best condition. I doubt you could stop me.
Maybe not right now. But I will, eventually.
Doesn't matter.
Anyways,
Doesn't matter. It's not
a
happening.
wonderful team you are.
Lovely.
Looking at yourselves.
Oh,
Lovely.
shut up. Me and the vampire have never gotten along.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Damien, one word.
What do you want me to say? The Antichrist?
I don't. What the fuck is that? I don't know. It doesn't exist in this world. Just fucking pick a word, damn it. Any word that you'd use to describe him. Literally any of them.
Dumbass. How about that?
Fine. At least it's a word. Get out of my way.
Ah.
Well.
Oh dear.
You see, we're not going to kill you, but then you could just slip into everyday life. You could change your clothes, you could change your hair. How about we give something that you can't take off? He pulls out his arrow, looks at it, runs it across his thumb to test the sharpness, nods approvingly.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's what you're doing.
You
Just
see
mark him with the
immediately
number
also see
7.
this.
Would you like to change your word now?
Just mark him with the number 7.
Sounds good to me. And not too kindly, but not enough to where it would really kill him, basically. Not to the point where it would kill him, but not too kindly. He uses the tip of the bow to carve the number 7 into his forehead.
Fuck. You see him.
Oh, do you know what? I'll even
teeth.
double this up. With my other hand, I will use a spell slot to cast Heal Wounds. Not heal. Yeah, on his arm. I guess I'll grab his arm, so it's healing that wound. So it can't do enough because it's not strong enough to heal his top wound. So he's not doing enough damage to where he could realistically die, but he has to feel both.
Whoa, nice guy. You're equalizing.
Yeah.
He very clearly is just gritting his teeth in pain. And you under all of that, you hear him basically say, "I don't care who you are, you think you are. You will pay for this embarrassment."
Yeah, I've been embarrassed for quite a few times in my life.
You realize we have to cut off his arm, right?
We do not have
You
to
realize
cut
you
off
have
his
to
arm.
cut off his arm, right?
We don't have to cut off
Yes.
his arm.
Unless you want the manticore poison spreading to his heart and killing him.
Well, since the blood flow doesn't
You see
stop,
Burke kind of piping and is like, well, I could cut it off real quick if you need me to.
we don't. Okay.
Kind of pulls out his giant axe.
First off,
Hang on. Damien, are you satisfied with everything you have heard?
I don't think I'm gonna get anything else out of him.
Alright. And what were you gonna say, Albatross?
you've tied his arm to a tourniquet, yes, but it doesn't stop the blood flow, as he's not losing color. Therefore, the manticore venom is slowly seeping into his system anyway. If we let it there long enough,
I did specify that I tied it to the point it cuts off circulation.
That was stated.
Yes.
fuck's sake.
You see
Like, so
Burke kinda
right
wiggle
now,
his
his arm
axe.
would be all purple and pink and,
Yes.
not very nice.
The venom makes it even more purple.
Yeah.
Sir, please tell me you're left-handed.
I also specified his dominant hand.
He looks
Wait,
at
how would you know that? You wouldn't
and he
know
just-
that. What?
Yeah.
You didn't even see him
Really?
fight,
Well,
so you don't
you're
even know what hand he was
you're-
using.
In the fight, the fuck?
You weren't there in the fight, in either of them, where he was actively fighting, so you didn't see what hand he was using.
No,
I
but
guess
I was
technically
standing
speaking,
right
yeah.
next to him. I was
Well, either
standing
way.
right next to him before
Either
he got
way,
knocked out.
it doesn't matter because he looks at you and he says, "Lucky me, I'm ambidextrous."
Wonderful.
Right. Mind giving me another rope, Damien?
No.
No, you said one arm.
But either way, we need to cut it off. Burke, if you please.
That is technically
Finally!
that is technically another option, albeit not a good one. I am the only one of all of us who is powerful enough to remove the venom from his arm, though I'm not very keen on the idea of it.
Hmm.
To me, it sounds.
I mean, I
fair.
could cut his
I'd
arm
go
off then.
for it.
You do not want to ingest fucking manticore venom, my guy.
No, I don't, but unlike him, I can't actually remove it before it would kill me. It would just hurt a lot. By taking it with my fangs, I can also remove it from my veins. From my fangs. It will just absolutely suck.
Well, I mean, if you're ingesting the venom from his veins, you'd be swallowing that stuff yourself.
I wouldn't need to swallow. No, if you use his fangs, his fangs suck in the blood. So he'd suck it in and then eject it.
You have to suck yourself to do that. Your fangs don't auto suck.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have to swallow it.
I mean, I guess you could do the spit method. You're
You're
still getting in you.
Yes, yeah. I'm not saying it won't get into Albatross. I'm saying that he could eject it in time to where it wouldn't kill him.
Okay.
Albeit that wouldn't.
You see. You see.
You know what?
I can't remember his name. This situation's so good. But you see Hearst just look at all of you and just kind of scoff at the situation. He says, "Oh, please spare me the pity. Just chop the damn arm off and get this over with. And knock me out cold if you could, so I don't have to see your faces anymore."
And the next time we torture someone, do not act before we talk. We did not,
Do not
want
tell me what to do, Empire. I am sick of your shit.
I am about fucking
Here's a
ready
torch.
to backhand your fucking head off, because now you've maimed him. We can't take that back. Burke, knock him out, tear off the arm, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Pen grabs onto her horn, pulls off her head, and just smacks it on Albatross's.
I've already walked away, so Godspeed.
Well, you talked over me, so fuck you.
Well,
Oh,
Burke.
I just realized he still had the talk thing. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, you see Burke like, all right. He clonks him on top of the head and then swings his axe down in a very clean swipe. The arm is severed immediately.
I'm gonna use the torch to cauterize. I don't know. Fucking say that word,
Cauterize.
but yeah,
Cauterize.
cauterize the
Cauterize.
wound.
Yep.
Yeah. So that way he doesn't bleed out.
Quarter fries?
Yes.
Quarter of fries.
But yes, you do that. And Burke looks at this situation. He's like, well, that was fun. Haven't gotten to torture someone like that in a while.
Could I look
I
for
know,
a
torture is so much fun.
Could I look for a key?
You won't find one here.
Okay, then.
But
well,
before you do that,
these people are still locked in
hold
here.
on. We're gonna go back to the turn order here. We're gonna go to Pan now, because all that was technically under Damien's order of things.
Yeah, sorry about that, Albatross.
No, it's fine.
I've never interrogated anybody before. I really don't know what I'm doing there.
It's not about interrogating. We made a promise to his wife not to kill or maim him, and now it's gonna be harder for her to
Hey,
be on our
please?
side.
She said nothing about
Burke
me.
says,
She actually did.
Burke
but
says,
that
yeah,
doesn't
we
matter.
didn't really say anything. She just said not to kill him.
She did. She
Yeah.
actually did say not to hurt him, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now. He is now armless.
Yes.
Anyways, Pan, what are you doing now that this conversation has soured the way it has?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of want to just end now. I'm hungry, and yeah.
No, we're only at. Oh, we are at 3 hours.
Are we? Oh,
Yeah.
we're close to 3 hours. Damn.
Yeah.
Had more stuff I wanted to do on the end of this episode.
You know, like get the fuck
I
out of
don't
the
know.
mansion.
I'll pass my turn to Albatross. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Albatross,
not
you are
happy-
looking for the key.
Yeah, no, he was kind of. I was more so like to do something, but really, what he's gonna do is out of not being very happy about how that turned out, because in his mind's eye, he didn't care that you maimed him. He cares that now his wife won't be as trusting of them because they kind of went back on their word. And, you know, getting people to trust them seems pretty important to changing everyone's mind about how they view our people. So, not very happy. He's just going to walk over to Gug, who has missed this entire situation, and just walk right up to him. What's going on over here? And he kind of peers into there and sees the prisoners and puts it together. Oh.
His name's Vin.
Do you know the other two?
I haven't got that far.
Okay, you there. Man, woman, I can't
You
really
see-
tell. Human.
This one is a woman, and
Okay.
very clearly she is unconscious, sleeping from the looks of it. But would you specifically state, if you wish to go and you need to, you can. Yes.
I'm hungry. I want my lunch. You guys have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
We'll end here, and I guess we'll deal with the basement area, and then we'll like do a shortcut to. Actually, fuck. What do you guys think? Should we stop here or should we
I don't
continue
think
the basement?
I don't, because at this point he's passed out from both being knocked out and pain. So really, all we have is these three, which we were gonna take with us anyway. So I think we could just do this. Pan wouldn't change that, and we can probably get prepared to leave.
Okay, I think that's fine. So we'll clear the basement, and then as you guys are leaving, is where we'll end the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. All right. So this works with me. This works for me. So you say this, and you look in the person in the cage.
Also,
And
since we're not having too much
the
going
deal.
on, Mike says that we should sell Lord Hurst's hand on the black market.
Oh,
There you go. Take the rings off. Sell them
Damien, do
separately.
you have?
you know,
Damien, you were in the city for a while. You might, right? Do you know anyone?
you already know who
Oh.
I'm gonna suggest.
Oh,
yeah.
God. I got a handyman.
The venomed hand of Lord Hurst.
I'm sure Mama Sheen would love that as a trinket of her own.
Well, actually, now he took your friend's foot. Now you've taken his arm. I guess you could wear it.
I don't want anything to do with
You
it.
just wear it on your
Ew.
waist. Ew.
Ah.
Okay.
That would be a very big hindrance for me. He's like twice the size I am.
That is true. That's also a big
You-
rabbit's foot. Doesn't matter.
You
Hollow out
walk
the
over
arm.
to the cage, and the person, when you say this out, kind of like stirs from their sleep, and they look over, and then they kind of squint a little through battered and beaten eyes, and they say, "Who are you? You're not here to end it all, are you?"
Why do people keep asking that? No, we're actually here to free you. Well, first, who are you?
The name's Daisy. I've been here for so long.
I lean back. Was Daisy the girl we were after?
Oh, I can actually check this.
Just so everyone knows, I legit do not remember that entire conversation that you guys are talking about because it's been so fucking long.
it has. But once he mentioned it, I do remember that there was a conversation about a guy's daughter that got taken away.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it now. I do not remember what I did with that.
Daisy, it's you.
I'm more than-
Shadow of Israfel. Finally, we found Daisy.
Oh,
No,
I got it. Fine daughter of Vanderbilt, Claire
Vanderbilt.
Charleston.
Okay, so no
50
clue.
gold for caravan. I made a note of that. I don't.
Wait, what
okay,
was that?
I'm
What did
remembering
that say?
50 gold for caravan. That was an escape method that I was planning out ahead of time at the stables with that guy. Oh, this is weird. Gug wears name
many
tag
things.
dash tank. What does that mean?
Oh, that
What is
your
that in my
fake name.
notes?
Oh my god, it's been so long and forgotten so much. All right. I don't think this would be the person because in my memory of that specific scene, I think she was taken away somewhere else.
Okay, well, can I like Alhamora this door open?
Yeah. You mean like force it open? If you want to try, you can.
Well, Alhamora was the picklocking spell from Harry Potter, so I'm gonna picklock the door.
I don't. You could do that.
Okay.
Do you have a lockpick kit?
Um,
Or I think it's a thievery.
I was gonna get Damien.
Damien,
Hi.
I need
What's
you.
going on?
So that's a prisoner. That's a prisoner. This is a prisoner. Would you kindly?
Let's see if I still remember how to do this.
So it should basically be, I think it's sleight of hand plus proficiency.
Yes.
Fuck.
The answer is you do remember.
There was literally no way to fail
Very
that.
nice.
You quickly go up to the. Obviously, this will carry over to the other doors. You quickly go up to the door and you work your magic. You unlock this door, and the person behind it, their eyes widen, and then they just
Also,
kind of.
wouldn't it have technically been this one? Wait,
What?
with thieves' tools, what is that supposed to
Let me
go
see.
under?
Give me a moment. Character sheet. Let me look at your stuff because you have thieves tool, don't you?
He's
pretty sure.
picklocked stuff from before. He tried to picklock the door.
Yes, you have. Yeah, I remember that.
I think it would use
Uh,
dexterity,
so-
same as stealth and sleight of hand, right?
Yes. So yeah, it would have been. So I'll just do this.
So it would have been
Yeah, that
that
works.
technically.
Oh,
I can actually just
you
straight
did
up
it even
turn
better.
it into only using dexterity, so that way it's a little easier on you. So there you go.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's
oh
just
no,
like-
you went
but either
from
way,
a
yeah.
success to a bigger success.
Yes, but
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
either way, you open the door and you see the person from the other side just kind of eyes widen as they try to pick themselves up off their little bed, and they slowly stumble over to the door, and they look around, kind of in awe of the fact, and they're like, "I've been here for so long. Been months, weeks, maybe. I don't know. I lost count."
Were you sleeping on another body?
It's very tight. man.
She looks it back, and she lowers her head, and she says, "That was my sister.
Oh.
He didn't have much to lay on, and the only bit of warmth was something. This place is damp and cold. Only torch fires warm this area.
That's
Wretched man."
Anything, Mike.
Well, I'm gonna go get these other locks.
She
Alright,
walks
bye.
out. Oh, what did I do? Okay, that was weird. She walks out and
Can
just
I
kind of
do,
looks
like-
around.
I want to do like a medicine check on everyone that like comes out of the cages. So like as
Feel
Damien's
free
going
to-
through and just like picking locks.
Feel free to do so.
I-
And
Do I have to use that every single
Thanks.
time? By the way.
No, he said he was gonna carry it.
no,
over.
I'll just have you do it.
Okay.
So what I will say is to kind of get things going on is when you unlock these doors, they all start to slowly follow out. It's you see, so Vin walks out, and you see another guy come from the other side. He was sleeping, but after hearing a lot of the ruckus, was kind of peering out and looking through the bars. And then when you came up to him, he like sighs relief and lowers his head, and then waits for you to open the door. And when you do, he slowly walks out and he says, it's a younger guy, probably in his like mid-20s. He nods and says, "Thank you. I haven't been here as long as the others, but it's just horrible to have seen what they have done. My name is Stefan, by the way. Thank you again for saving me."
Do any of you happen
and
to
when
know
you are
a
doing your medicine?
Mama Sheen? Is it Sheen?
Yeah, it's Mama
Mama
Sheen.
Sheen.
Yeah.
Do any of you happen
Uh,
to know a Mama Sheen, at least personally?
They all kind of look around. They slowly nod. I know I have had to visit her a few times, and this is Stefan talking, or Stephen talking. I think I said Stephen.
You said Stefan, but it's okay.
Did I? Okay, Stefan talking. He looks and he says, "Yes, I am aware of her, and I do not know of the others. What have you been?" And he looks around. He says, "I'm sorry. I do not know of this Mama Sheen. I was brought here overseas, tortured for some minute, stupid bit of information that I didn't even know about. I thought I was someone else." And then the girl, whose name I already forgot.
Who's Daisy?
Daisy. She looks around and says, I know of a machine. She used to help me a lot and my sister when we were much younger. Why do you ask?
She sent us here to look for a insider, if you will. I was wondering if anything with you. Either way, you should probably make your way to her. She could help you in some way, possibly.
The older gentleman stands up and kind of walks over and he says, I was here the longest, and I could tell you the one you're probably talking about was the one that recently was acquired. Let me quickly look through my sheet real quick, because I got some stuff.
Because, by the way, Albatross already is pretty
never
sure that
s-
it's actually Dom, but, like, just to make sure.
Yeah.
Just clean up house.
He's just making sure. He looks at you and he says, I've never seen a creature like them before, or like it before. He looks similar to this one here, and he points at Damien. He was much like you, actually, and wore similar clothing, a little bit more ragged, due to having been taken in. But he looked much, much older. He was very stern and quiet, didn't really ever speak at all. But from what I could tell, they never got any information out of him. Kept his mouth shut, from what I heard. If he had something, it was worth his life, apparently.
Well, I'm sure there's a thief's honor in that, but the rest of you should go wherever you can, whether the Mama Machine herself or, like I said, someone who could aid you. We're not from around here, so, or at least we, pointing to him and Gug, are not from around here, so we can't put you in any other direction that would be helpful.
The younger of the three walks up and he says, I could do my best, but is it safe to go up there now? I don't know why I'm moving him so much.
Yes, they should know that we have freed you, and there's no reason why you should be harmed.
Right outside the gates, there is an alleyway that will help you get there quicker.
They nod and look at each other. Thank you. Again. And you see them all walk over to here.
The party
And-
gains light side points. Huzzah!
Yay! We did it!
You-
One good act!
Yeah, one
It
good
almost
act.
cancels
start
out
making
the
their
torture.
way and eventually disappear as they manage their way out.
We've
Also,
balanced
I
out
forgot Grim was
torture.
here. He's here too.
Who?
He's
What?
barking.
Oh god, yeah.
Bark,
yeah.
bark,
Grim sits beside this door. That's what he's
Nice.
doing.
Oh my god.
All right.
I'm gonna bark
Gug.
at him. I'm...
He starts barking back to you.
We're actually
But,
communicating right now. This is just a...
Yeah. Since it is just the three of you, I think I'll remove the turn order at this point.
Me, him, and Burke
Uh,
all know what we're talking about.
Well,
You three are all now here, and you'll see. I guess Burke and not Mom Machine. Burke and
Pam?
Burke and Pan just kind of tending to
Oh.
Hurst. They're managing his wounds and stuff, and then preparing him for, I guess, taking back upstairs effectively. What do you all want to do in this moment? There is still the office that needs to be explored, and anything else, and that's it. You guys can still kind of fiddle with the areas around if you wish.
Fuck it. Office, sure, let's do it. Me and Gug, tag team for life.
Oh,
What was that?
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Massive
that way.
Did Daniel just
explosion.
explode?
Massive purple explosion.
Oh.
10
Alright.
points to Gryffindor.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Holy shit, Gug just went
why
to the
are
wall.
What? Get back!
Holy
what are
shit.
you doing?
What? I'm exploring. I'm exploring. Can I not
Stop.
explore anymore?
Stop! No, that's the void. You'll die. You're too young.
Ooh, there's a chest in
What the
here.
hell?
Fuck all that. There's a chest.
How are you? Oh, I know what's going on. I didn't put walls on this one, did I? Oh man,
I would
forgot
like
the
to
lighting
search
map
this
one.
chest, please.
Do you need me to open
okay.
it?
Fuck you.
So
Okay,
here's
fine.
what we're gonna do.
I say
All
that is
three of you,
bad.
please roll investigation.
Investigation? I love investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation. I suck at this.
I fucking hate
Ironic.
investigation.
Oh.
this sucks.
Oh no.
Never mind. I'm
Hey.
really good at this.
Turns out I do
here's
need
what
you
I
to
will do.
pick Luckett.
We all suck
So-
at this. God.
Albatross, you are looking around the room, and immediately your eye is caught by the trunk. You go over to it, and obviously it is locked. You vaguely remember the sentence Ichabod said in your head, "Please, I'm a bit of a private person. Don't peek through my stuff." And then you kind of stop.
Oh yeah, I do remember that
What
now.
you do after that's up to you.
Okay, never mind.
Gug,
I'm just gonna sit in this
you
chair.
are looking on the shelves. You see very clearly a lot of like alchemical implements. This is clearly where he would mix and set his own poisons.
Oh,
You see also some books upon this that are like how best to torture, stuff like that. Very generic, like just some random little trinkets here
Torture
and
for
there.
dummies.
Torture. Yes,
Yes.
he has a torture for dummies book. However, Damien, fitting for you to be the one to find this one. All right. Let me get this one out.
that's a bit scary.
So, when you look at the desk, you see what looks to be a book, a notebook of sorts, a jotting down of information. When you start to peer into it, you see a lot of kind of like Vin was brought here for this and that. Inconclusive, wasn't able to get much out of. And it's the same other people you just read, and a lot of it's like this person died, they weren't fun to play with. However, at the latest and most recent of the things, you see him jot down, "The rabbit's not talking. I was bored of him. Wait, no, sorry. The rabbit's not talking. I waterboarded him, beat him, cut him up, even took a leg off. Still nothing. Whatever he's hiding must be worth more than his own life to him. Might need their help after all. Heard the hunters had ways of making people talk, but better ways than what I can muster, it seems. Maybe I should try and learn what I can from those bastards when they get here. They came down and took the bugger away. This is clearly another jump to another part of the book, where he says, and I'll repeat because I fucked that up. They came down and took the bugger away. Wouldn't even tell me where. Shame. Was hoping they'd let me tag along, but I guess I'm not hunting material. First better still pay me for this. That dumb rabbit was a waste of my playtime. Barely got a scream out of him. Bugger all. And that's where it ends.
I'm glad we took his arm.
That was this was the torturer, not the Hearst. Not Lord
Yeah.
Hearst. Anyway, since you read that out loud in a spectacular voice that mimicked his own perfectly,
Yeah, totally.
maybe it's about time that me and Gug clued you in on something that happened before. I don't know who these black-robed people you've been talking about, but the Omen Hunters, I do know them. We know them.
That did come up in conversation earlier.
And as I
But,
said in that conversation,
We found out what they were doing, what their goals are, or at least one of their goals are, and we even killed one. And what happens when you do that?
What happens when you
Yeah,
does something weird happen if you actually kill
Really?
one of them?
when we
Yeah. Oh, you can.
no,
So
you
sorry.
haven't been able to talk too much, so you could tell the story.
They. Boom.
That's the one way to put it.
When before he died, he set off some type of radiant explosion. To say it did a number on me is putting it lightly. I am also afraid that if we are going to go to the Radiant City, I may not be too much use to you.
Does something happen in the Radiant City to you?
As I told you, I'm not like the rest of you. We're all cursed, but there's some certain level of hell for ones like me. We are bred out of pure darkness. Point being that even if we found out that there is corruption within the Radiant City, Radiant itself is still made of pure light. Simply saying, I don't fare well against it. Not even close.
So you wouldn't be able to go with us.
Physically, I could go with you, but I guess I'm telling you it's good that I'm a sniper. If any of them got too close, well, may not last long.
Gotcha. Well, have y'all found anything else in this room for right now?
Anything in the room? No, we still haven't searched the trunk if you decide to do that. Knowing what we've read in that book, I think we can say fuck his privacy. He's lost the right to that. So you can go ahead and
Yeah,
search
absolutely.
it. But one last thing, and we'll have to tell Pan this as well. What they were doing in the woods, as I'm sure you've already can make some guesses at, they are collecting people like us, the weaker ones. Bringing them together, and then
I guess I died right as they started coming out then, because I've never heard of them.
possibly, I've never heard of them too much either, but they're close. They're actually on our own homeland, and I'm sure we're going to go back there and deal with that, but they were burning them in mass. Alive.
They didn't happen to put people in cages, did they?
I don't remember cages, but it's entirely possible that there were some. We found a halfling that had transformed, had run away, couldn't save in time, which led to us killing the
It
one
makes
that
me
came
wonder if
after.
there's any connection between the black hooded figures that I saw in my childhood.
It's possible that you may have met their predecessors, though we can't be for certain, of course.
No, not until we actually find one of them without killing them, I guess.
But I will tell you, the one that we found was in all black, and if you have any other description besides black robes, perhaps we could help you, but
The only other thing I remember is their bunny mask.
That I doubt these men would have wore. I doubt they
is,
even know about.
uh,
But they might
quite
have just
different.
been weighing that because they were hunting down a lot of the Feywild.
Hmm. Then-
That's what I think they were doing. I still really don't know.
Well, we can't be certain enough to know that they're the same group, but we'll keep looking for other evidences.
Either way, we both got a connection to the black hooded figure, so if we ever see them,
Black hooded figures. Not that I know anything about the Pope and his bunch, but I do know they were.
the Pope definitely does sound like a next destination kind of thing, though.
I agree, sadly, but as I was saying, they are known to wear coats of many colors. I'm not sure if their black coats will be there, but it's something to look out for.
At this time, you will hear Burke kind of knock on the door frame. And he'll look at you all and he says, pardon for intruding on this conversation. Couldn't help but hear that you said you might have a change of direction.
Well, as you heard from him, it does seem like. What's the island that they're on?
The Radiant Island?
The
No.
desert one you're talking about?
No, the island that the City of Radiance is on. The big one.
Give me a moment. I gotta remember, because that one I actually don't know off the top of my
You
head.
don't have to talk to us through the door, by the way.
The door's open.
He's not
just
talking to
on
the door. He's standing in the frameway.
Oh, I thought he was just talking to us through the door.
No.
That's funny. The island is Doolin.
It seems like the next obvious place would be Dooland, but that puts us at a pickle. We have one side that's pulling us one way in the exact opposite direction, mind you, towards your friend, Wink. And what we've been
You seem kind of like turn a little bit.
Amos?
and what we've been told by Arthur himself, or we have the information we can go off of that we know is concrete now, and go to the Radiant City. Truth be told, for my physical sake, I would rather go to the desert, but I do believe it is the far more promising of the two leads.
The only thing I'm worried about is finding these people, because from everything I've heard, these supposed hunters are, well, good at hiding. I've seen a fair share of them myself. I just didn't think they'd be in Gildenyost of all places. Especially in the island of Haroon, where Arthur resides. It's honestly a little unheard of.
Turns out he can't see everything.
Well, when you've been brought down to our perspective, it's a little hard. I tell you what. Why don't we do a little bit of a split-up action here? I can go and... You said you need to go to Doolin, right? I know a few guys over there. I can go to Doolin. I can try and find what I can. And when you're all done with Nabaru, we can meet back up, and I'll give you what information I can find out there. That way we're not entirely wasting each other's time. At least something's being done.
True, but
I fear that Damius is in danger. Especially knowing the character we had seen before.
I do agree that he is on a timetable, but so is Radiance. If they
Would
catch
you
wind,
not also be in danger?
In Radiance? Every one of our kind would be in danger going into that city.
Going
But
alone.
I wouldn't be going exactly alone. Doolin's a big city. Or a big island. One of the biggest. I happen to know a lot of people over there. A lot of connections on that side.
All right, I see how this plot's boiling up to. I will go with him to split up the party and make these
No,
sessions
that's-
2 sessions at a time,
No,
and
no,
then I
that's
will
not.
help him.
He
While you
no. He looks. He says.
Not yet. We'll get there. That's chapter 2.
He says. He looks at Damien and he says, "If I'm being honest, I feel like this is a more up to you type of thing."
Because of my disguises.
Well, no, because you're connected to the one that I just heard of known as Dom. Is that right?
Yes, as much as I hate to admit it, he might actually need my help. But I don't know what would happen if he saw me like this.
Either way, we do know 2 things. Both your friend, whose name I've forgotten, Damus?
Damius.
Damius seems to be on a ticking clock, but so is Dom. We can't go after both, and both of them need our help desperately. I'm not saying we should
And
split
there
up
is
the
a
party.
chance that the Pope could have a chance of knowing about the hooded figures as well.
Or anything
Maybe,
else
if
that's
we're
going
lucky,
on.
even Severus.
He could, yeah, exactly. He could even know about the purple cat. But more importantly, as I was saying, I don't desire to.
I finally remembered his name. Holy shit!
There you go. I do not desire to split up the party either, but we do have to make some decisions. Once again, Arthur is the one who told us to go. Arthur did tell us to go to the desert, and there's a certain someone in this party that I don't think would be too keen to change course.
Well, something that could become of good, I guess, is if you all do end up going to Nibiru first. Damius could actually really help find your friend. He's a very good, well, tracker. One of the best. I've said it before.
I know.
The king has always used him to find things because he just knows how to do it. He's got magic specifically for it.
Well, it doesn't sound like I have a choice anymore if I want to help Dom.
I can at least go and help a little bit over on Andulan. Try and find some more stuff off the top. That way we're at least doing something in both islands.
And that's not even to say that Mrs. Hurst and her child has to get to the castle. What's his last name?
Fuck.
The castle's named after him.
The castle's name?
I think it's named after him. I think it's
don't
just
think
his
it
last
is.
name.
I think it's like. Hold on, let me look. It is Castle Greymore.
Mrs. Hurst
There
and her
it is,
child
yeah.
have to make it to Castle Greymore. Not likely something they could just raw do on their own. Maybe the dog. Sorry,
His
Grim?
last name was Blackheart.
Yeah, Grim.
I know.
His last name is Blackheart, but the castle is Greymore. He
Yes.
thought the castle shared the same name.
No. But Grim might be able to lead them there, but that's a big maybe.
Burke looks over at Grim, and Grim's kind of sitting there, just kind of chilling. And he says, "It's an option. I don't think Grim will be staying here for too much longer, though. He was just given here probably as a temporary.
That's what I'm
Mom
saying.
Machine probably has connections that could help. She has talked to Arthur before, so it's not
I'm
entirely out
definitely
of the
gonna
question."
go to Mama Sheen, see about that leg or that arm we got.
Either way, we have to go back to her to
They
tell
say
her
I could-
to inform her of what happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best thing I could say is, at least when we meet back up with them at Bomb Machines, they might have to stay with her for a little while, but then they'll eventually be able to head out. Bomb
We
Machine's
probably
very
should have
capable.
warned them about the smoke.
Well, they're not. They haven't left.
He kind
About
of
the
looks. He kind of looks around. He's like, by the way she talked about Bomb Machine, I feel like she probably already knows. If you'll remember, they weren't on the greatest of footing, but I feel like they might get a little more friendly.
Doesn't strictly matter now. But either way, we are gonna have to make some major decisions going forward. And personally, if my opinion really does carry too much weight in this party, I do think the City of Radiance, despite how terrible of an idea it is to go there in the first place, is our best choice.
I mean, we definitely took your option on the stealth of this whole place, even if it didn't work out. But
Well, well, between you and Pan, I should have planned for it to go awry. Sadly, I did not, but it all worked out.
It's hard to plan when you got a party this big. A lot of variables. A lot of things can change.
This is true. I didn't
well,
even
we should
expect
probably get the
Griff.
chest open. There's probably something in here that we need to know of.
That's on you.
Oh fuck! I forgot you looked into the chest.
Yeah, he's about to.
No, I was about to open it, and then this whole conversation happened.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do that, we can do that real quick. When you open the chest, you are immediately made aware of a few items. There is first a coin purse with, and knowing you, you'd probably pick it up and count. There is approximately 150 gold coins in it.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I
Dang.
would count.
You will also notice a few potions of healing.
I need a restock after that bitch.
Yeah, there's about 3 of them in total.
I literally used every single
And-
potion during that fight that I had.
I think, and one of
I
ours.
think
yeah.
a lot of you did. Yeah. There is also some, just like, how do I put it? There's some spare, like, clothing. It looks to be, PJs of sorts. And now, getting a look at it, you realize this place doesn't have much in the way of living space, but there are pillows and some shoddy blankets stuffed into this trunk, and you could probably come to the conclusion the guy probably makes a makeshift bed when he stays here, or goes into one of the cells.
Well,
This is probably where the guy lives.
Ichabod may have a terrible name, but it seems like you have a better life now.
Yeah, let's see if see if Hearst doesn't kill him after this. If he finds out that Ichabod had to help her, who knows?
Well, that will be up to his choice.
Well, actually, and also what we end up doing with him, we can't let him run the. We can't just let him run Gildenyost anymore. We'll have to find, or at least let Arthur find some sort of replacement.
Well,
Perhaps he'll even make
there's
it
no
back in one
telling
of
what
these
would really
cells.
happen, honestly. I'm sure Arthur will have something going down when he learns of what happened to Hurst. I could probably see if Arthur can get in touch with, well, I have to remember his name. Give me a second.
Hilden
Oh, that's
Yost.
the wrong one.
Also,
No.
do we need to go up this way before we end the episode?
Dang it.
So fun fact, there are multiple entrances into this location. This was the original entrance, the one back here. You all found the secret hidden entrance. Or another,
Oh,
I guess, secret hidden
yeah.
entrance. But,
Okay,
as
so it's
you
just
all...
an entrance. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to leave out that way, you can. Both will allow you. So one leads to the second floor, and the other one obviously leads to the first floor in a sense. He's talking. Burke is talking, and he goes, "I can probably have Arthur talk to Haldren, and maybe have him send one of his ambassadors down. Might be able to fill in the gap." Especially the people here knowing how hard-working the dwarves are. They might not be too disappointed with the decision, but it's kind of just up to how the town itself wants to work. They've been under the Hearst banner for a very long time. I mean, third generation says a lot. Was about to be fourth.
Well, perhaps whoever you send could train his son, and his son can eventually take power back. That's
Maybe.
not our choice. We just have to inform whoever needs to be informed, Arthur, whomever, and be on our way. We are not here to
Hey.
instill new political power.
Then I guess we should probably head back up. Make our way out of this place and head back to Sheen. Or Mama Sheen. We should probably be a bit more sneaky on our way out if we can. I don't know if it... What? Oh, wait, no, that's right. I forgot immediately. That... Never mind, he didn't say that. Because I just remember the thing with, Laduna.
No.
Yes.
I'm still gonna put this mask back on to
The
be
great
safe.
lady.
The great lady. Burke nods and is like, that's probably a smart idea. Oh,
Oh,
speaking
I'm also
of...
gonna pick up my crossbow that I left here. Oops.
You see Burke shrink back down into his, normal form. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I grabbed the other token. Boop. It's a little better. All right. Well, Pan, let me get that buddy. You head up with the rest. I'll be right behind you. Should we take the main door this time, or should we well, do something else, or go back
There's
on
a
the
main
ladder?
door?
You know,
Where
didn't
we
see it
entered
down the
from.
hole.
The potential for the door,
Well, no.
yeah. They had to be going somewhere.
You all entered from this little hole in the wall.
I know.
Oh, you're talking about this area. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
going out the front door of the manor.
That too.
He's talking about this.
Yes, we
Alright.
can take whatever doorway, wherever this hallway leads. Which also begs the question: when they went down the stair, or when they went down the ladder, they went to the left, which was just the cells. Where were they planning on going?
Probably just to stay here and hide behind Ichabod. He's a pretty big guy.
Perhaps.
Or maybe to remove some information, seeing as that book and all.
I guess we could find
There's
out. If we
really
really
no
wanted
telling.
to. Either way, doesn't matter.
Well, I guess let's head up. And just so we can leave off directly where we need to be, I will be plopping you all on the first floor. And make sure none of your original tokens are...
But that's gonna
existing
do us
currently.
for this time. Huzzah! Hey,
Hold on.
purple.
Oh god, there's so much shit here. Purple, no more.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
There's so much
Well, the
shit for you to
smoke.
delete.
Get rid of this. We'll remove those. Camera token. We'll move that over here. I think the other ones are all moved out. So now I should just be able to place you guys where you need to be. And this will be where we pick up the next time.
Yeah.
So, as you all make your way up the stairs, you find a lever to pull. And the moment you do, light begins to shine above you in this tunnel. As you find yourselves coming out of the location where a fireplace was, but seemingly has moved out of the way.
Oh yeah,
And
I've
you
been
all
in
can
this
kind
room.
of
I've sat on that couch.
Place yourselves. The hell? Oh, oh crap! I've duplicated Burke again. Oh no. Well, that'll fix itself eventually. You're gonna place yourselves over by the campfire area. I
Yeah,
need to
they're around the
put
non-campfire
our
in here.
sleepy
non-campfire
friend
songs.
Hendrik, who is currently very sleepy. Oh god, it's doing it to him too. Alright, and then I need to grab Pan. Boop, 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 boop.
Bob.
Alright, there we go. Alright. So, that is where we will be ending it for today. You all managed to climb out of that little tunnel, make your way to another part of this location.
Hey.
And with that, the estate is effectively done.
Yay!
Hey! Finally! That was like an arc all of its own.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can continue this series a little bit more pacedly, so it won't be this extended. Because I think one of the reasons this felt so long is because we had so many breaks in between each episode.
Well, it's also because we went on a winter break where we were out for a whole month. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
that was
much.
that was the big one.
Somebody should probably get Hurst out of the fireplace.
Nah, he's fine. But with that being said, I would like to... That's the wrong one. I would like to thank everyone for playing today. I hope this episode felt a little bit more entertaining than the last one. Not as much fighting, because y'all fucking curb stomped them.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
expect
no,
that.
that was like the quickest fight I've
Can
think
I
I've ever seen.
can I
in
tell
this.
you what I was?
You had good rolls. I had bad rolls.
Hey, it happens, man. But the new lucky dice, lucky for us, not for you. But you know what was my
Yeah.
original? You know what was my original plan for that? I didn't
What?
expect Hurst to be so anti, like figuring, like finding stuff out, being anti magic and all that kind of stuff. So what I expected what I was trying to do was convince both of them. We were gonna leave with him, his wife, and his child, bring them partially of the way to Castle Greymore, and then kill them.
What?
Yeah, my plan originally was to convince them to come out with us with just those three, and then like part of the way there, I was going to have Damien take the rapier away from him, and I was going to kill them in the woods because they knew too much.
My God.
Yeah. So
What?
just so you got the good end. Because he was evil, that means that that Albatross had to be the good guy. So they changed places.
Bitching about the arm.
To be fair, this is a different version. Like Albatross decided to be good this time, and yeah, I did. I was gonna bleed them in the snow.
I'm just complain.
I was gonna.
Holy shit.
And I thought the manticore poison was bad. Damn.
Yeah. You were gonna look at the pretty bunny in the back of the skull.
No, not in the back of the skull. My plan was to have everyone wake up and all three of them would be tied upside down in trees with their throats slashed, so like all the blood is straight out onto the ground.
God.
Christ.
Yeah,
Oh
that was my original
my
plan.
God.
Like all up on the ice and the snow.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's so horrible.
Like I said, you got
My
the good,
goodness.
you got the good ending of that actually.
Apparently. That would have been such a different story. Damon would not have been with that.
But he wanted him to die, so he probably would have been okay with it.
Well, he would have been fine
I
with
probably
that.
would have had
one.
my own reservations for that too.
Oh, I'm sure you
That
would
is
have.
wild.
Damien
Like
tries his best to not kill anybody ever.
Yeah, but you obviously don't care if if others do, because we've killed people and you didn't bat an eye. So you don't really care to not do it. You just don't do it yourself.
Yeah, but I would have directly had a hand responsible in that one.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna tell you. I was gonna be like, hey, you need to steal that rapier, and then in the middle of the night, I was gonna do it.
Good lord.
But what's
That
funny
is
is
insanity.
I did, to be fair, I did tell you that I was gonna do some stuff that the party would hate this episode, and that was mostly part of it. That I thought the party would
And
hate
somehow I
Albatross
thought-
because of it.
I did not think it was going to be like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And to be fair,
anyways,
we still got one
crazy-
member of the party still hates me for not wanting to kill him this variant.
That's so fucking bass backwards. Holy
Bass
shit.
asswards.
All right.
That's
Bass
a quote right there.
backwards.
Yeah.
Bass
Y'all ever heard that?
No.
No.
No,
Wow, that's funny. Or that's just something my family has said before, but yeah, instead of saying ass backwards, you say bass backwards.
Okay.
But anyways, with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for joining, all the players, and I would like to thank all the viewers for joining and watching this.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be heading off for the time being, and we will be back next time. Next week should be the Zelda campaign, and then after that, we'll be back with Omen. So, we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.